Don't say that. All right, now let me double check to make sure that the Discord is you guys. Yeah, you guys cannot be heard. Of course, it's got to be the. Here we go. Now we're good. I think. Yeah.
We got cameras working too.
Yeah, cameras are working. So welcome everybody to the Saturday show. Every other Saturday we play Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen with our DM, Robin. Take it away, ma'am.
All right. I'll just give a brief recap for the viewers, because we're playing every other week. I think it's helpful. The last time we played, the players partook in the mock battle, the Battle of High Hill, as part of the Kingfisher Festival in a little town called Vogler. During the mock battle, some people attacked, led by a half-ogre named Gorgonis. The party later on found out that Gorgonis was employed by Cudgel as part of her militia unit called the Ironclad Regiment. She was very upset, feeling very betrayed, so she went to investigate that, while the party went to go investigate who paid Gorgonis to commit this atrocious act of killing innocent people. So the party traveled about an hour away from Vogler and uncovered the presence of a very large army. So we will fast forward a bit on your guys' travel back to Vogler after discovering that army encampment. You guys did have that prisoner traveling with you. I didn't know if you guys were going to decide to do away with him as part of your travel. I know there were jokes about it, or if you guys were going to bring him back to face trial. So you guys can decide that right now if you want.
I thought Bubo would not allow it.
I thought we were going to leave him out there buried underneath some rocks.
Well, you guys got to work it out amongst yourselves what you decide to do.
Robin, you're not going to help us?
Nobody's like,
nope.
Maybe we could make his family pay a ransom for a safe return, or his body, whatever you guys want.
So Beckland's squire, Darrett Hightower, if you guys remember this kid, he is with you. Well, he's young. He's like 18, 19 years old. He's with you. He's the one who's been sort of transporting this prisoner, and he feels very strongly about taking him back and wanting him to face trial. So that's where he would put his vote in, and he's kind of holding on to the prisoner's chains, tugging him, let's just go back, let's head back. So what do you guys do?
I guess, what's our stance on witnesses?
He seems to be in charge of the prisoner just fine.
Yeah, Bubo will defend the prisoner if necessary, if the rest of the party tries to attack him. Yep. He doesn't feel that's right. Send him back. Let him get tried and executed by the town. That's fine.
Okay. Does anybody go against this, or is everybody?
Fight me.
Does everybody want to fight?
Did you say bite me or fight me?
Wait,
fight me.
Are you gonna squeeze a pimple on somebody? What are you thinking about?
Right in your mouth.
Oh!
Wait till you're asleep.
Oh!
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna fucking fuck with this situation.
But it's not so bad.
Wow, you've had pimple juice in your mouth before. Oh.
Fuck no.
I did grow up in the streets.
The streets
you
of
gotta do what you
Pimpletown.
gotta do to survive.
Pimpletown, USA.
All right. So what's the party consensus here?
I think
We'll let him go back.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure you guys are all in agreement. Okay. So you guys
Ransom?
head back.
Ransom him? Yeah, we're gonna ransom him. Yeah.
Okay. Well, for expedience, we'll say you guys are only an hour away from town. Sorry about my camera. So you make it back to Vogler without any incident. Darrett is like whistling the whole way back. He's like so happy you guys decided not to harm this prisoner, and he will face justice in a court of trial. And he's just in a fantastic mood while you guys are walking back. So you get back, and do you guys straight away go to the Brass Crab to report your findings to the mayor, or is there anywhere you want to stop along the way?
No, I think go
Well, the
right
town's
there.
pretty much. We can't. There's not like the taco stand or nothing, right? There's no.
I mean, it seems like a normal day, so yeah,
Is
people are
there a
out.
quickie mart open?
If we pass the
Can we get
taco
a Slurpee?
stand, like I'm gonna pop into the Fest House and like just let them know that Boo Boo's back. You know, just in a little bit he might be available for some sensory buffet time.
So as you guys pass those girls that Bob had previously tried to wingman for Bubo, they're just outside. They're like near the docks, kind of like watching all the men fishing. You know, just they're passing time. They're gossiping, whatever girls do in a small town. And you can see them, Bubo, as you walk past. They're like waving their little like handkerchiefs at you, like, "Hey, hi, how are you?" And they're like primping themselves and kind of strutting a little bit, trying to show off, trying to be cute as you guys just pass by. And then they wave at Bob like, "Hi."
You're gonna need a bigger towel than that handkerchief.
Okay.
Hi.
But
How
if you
you
guys
doing?
don't stop and chat with them or anything, we'll say you arrive at the Brass Crab shortly, which I will share with you. I don't have the characters.
Can I give
here
Strings like a goal to play something saucy as we walk by them?
A little
I mean, you most certainly
Barry White or
can.
something. What do you mean saucy?
Oh yeah. Like, you know, something like, you know, that you hear on like Center Stage or something.
Now
Oh,
come to
cool.
the
No,
stage,
absolutely play.
Randy to the center stage.
Sorry, guys.
You guys know I worked at Deja Vu.
I'm a little ill prepared.
Sapphire to the side stage. Sapphire.
The Deja Vu I worked at only had one stage. I mean, we're talking about Spokane, Washington here, so it's not like Los Angeles or anything. Coming to stage 8.
No,
Heather.
like on deck, right? On deck.
Yeah, on deck. Yeah, they always used to come and bug me to. When I was doing it, the big thing was to play Paula Abdul, or you know, that was my era.
I think I want to sit in this chair right here.
Okay, kitty.
Boo Boo's got theme music.
Sorry, everybody. Okay, so you guys make it back to the Brass Crab, like later, you know, it's maybe like afternoon time, give or take. And you do kind of walk in on, it looks like Cudgel is back from, she had previously left the last night to go talk to her other militia members, members of the Ironclad Regiment, to see, you know, how deep did this betrayal go? Were there other lieutenants in her army that may also have been a part of this? So she is back now, and you can see that she still looks exactly how she did the night before. She's pissed off. She's kind of, you know, a little ragey. She's very unhappy, and she's talking to the mayor and Becklin again. And as soon as you guys come in, Darrett Hightower leads the prisoner, you know, back to Becklin, and he's like so proud to show Becklin that you guys made it back, and he managed to keep this prisoner this whole time. So now's your guys' chance, I guess, if you want to inform the mayor and these other important citizens what you guys saw.
Okay, we could do that.
We're all gonna die soon. There's an army coming.
Big army.
Big.
Yeah,
The
like
bullets
all of
are
them.
real.
Mhm.
And Darrett backs you guys up on this information. So the mayor, she looks surprised isn't quite the right word. She looks shocked, like she just can't fathom like why there's an army. And you guys hear Cudgel kind of respond, and she confirms that other people in her militia had also sighted this army last night. So they had gone and done some scouting, and so everyone is in agreement that there's an army on Vogler's back door, basically. And sorry. So the mayor kind of, asks you guys to step forward, and she says, "Well, what should we do? What are we going to do about this? We don't have an army. We can't stand against an entire Do you guys know how many soldiers were encamped at this encampment? Like, how big did it look?"
All of them. Like, it was pretty much all of them. Everyone.
We need to keep the townsfolk safe. What do you think we could do?
The other way, I've got cunning action, so you guys just got to keep up.
Evacuate the town or distract them, lead them away. I don't know what's going to divert an army.
Why would an army be like so intently
Can't hear
willing
you, Sven,
to?
if you're talking.
It's Bob, actually.
No, I saw Sven. It looked like he was talking, but I couldn't hear
Okay.
anything.
So
Talking to
why would
someone
an
else.
army be so intent on like wiping out a small fishing village?
Well, I have
what's
no
here?
idea why. I mean, we've just been here for about 100 years. There ain't nothing special about us. We fish. We sell a lot of fish to traders and caravans and things like that. I mean, our fishing revenue is pretty high, but other than that, I really don't see why we're not strategically located. We aren't a very defensible town. We don't have a lot of battlements and things of that nature, which is why I'm so worried if this army has decided to lay their sights upon us. I've got 500 citizens I need to find a way to protect.
Can I tell if she's lying?
Can you
Hiding
tell if she's
anything?
lying? Go ahead and make an insight check. I mean, this is the mayor. You guys have interacted with her a lot to this point, and she is really passionate about the town. And yeah, to your knowledge, she seems shocked and worried, kind of like rolled into one, whatever emotion that would be.
Well, a few people get
Shuried.
stabbed because of her. A few people get stabbed.
Well, we
That
don't
wasn't
really know
her
that.
fault.
Do we know for sure that the army is directed towards the town, that the town is one of their objectives, or is it just they're there and they may be doing something in the area and the town has the bad luck of being in the way?
I see what you're saying, but with all due respect, it appears that this army paid a member of Cudgel's militia to enact a heinous crime during a festival on our townsfolk. And she's like, and getting a little, angry at this point.
Now, this is not Minos, but more player. Do we have a map? The players, do we have a map of the area?
You guys do have kind of like a crude map of this like region from when you were invited to come to the funeral.
Do we have, using that type of knowledge, would we have any idea what would be around? Maybe Vogler's not the target, but maybe Vogler's in the way of what might be a target?
Sure, let's take a look.
But sometimes locusts just land and eat.
So,
What is an anus crime? What is happening?
heinous. Sorry. So, I've shared the region map with you.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
god.
way up north, if you can see my pink arrow, there's Vogler. Okay. And to the east of Vogler, the next nearest like large settlement is this town called Calaman. It's probably got like maybe 5 or 6 times the population of Vogler. It's like almost a city, a pretty big town.
Is it walled?
And
Yes, it would be a much more defensible city.
And where was the army that
The
we saw?
army was just like an hour outside of Vogler, just north, like a little north and a little bit west.
So, in theory,
So Vogler looks like
they could be coming. They could be going this direction.
Right, but Vogler's the crossing point, right? Isn't that where the bridge is on the river and everything?
Correct. Yes.
So
yes,
they might not want to
thing
attack
to point
Vogler,
out.
but they might want to come through it.
It's in the way.
Maybe we tell everybody to hunker down and make it look like this is a ghost town, and they just go right on through. Oh my god!
Maybe
Okay,
we could paint the whole town red.
Is that a good idea?
So the mayor, you know, she puts her hand on her chin and she's thinking for a minute. And Becklin, the knight, she kind of chimes in. She says, "Well, I did like the first fella who said maybe we could evacuate. I do like that plan. You know, we could board. We got a lot of fishing boats. We could take all the boats upriver and go to Calaman, and you know, I'm sure they'd take us in. We're only, I mean, after everything that happened, there's probably only about 400 of us left, so that's a good possibility. We could hide, I suppose. We could figure something out, and you know, hopefully the army means no ill will. Maybe they do just want to travel on through. We could even, you know, maybe charge them a toll and show them that we mean them no harm. They just can use the bridge and get on out of here. But if we do that, are we really doing things in the best interest of the realm? What if we let this army through and they go on to siege another city? We're responsible for that. That will be on our conscience.
We could blow up the bridge.
Blow up the bridge.
Bridge is already blown up.
Everybody be quiet. Shh. All 500 of you.
Well, I mean, evacuation seems extreme, but would ensure the safety of everyone.
Maybe we
Hiding.
should at least start getting the women and children out of here.
I mean, unless we somehow
evacuate and warn Calaman. We need to get notice to Calaman if they're the nearest, you know,
biggest
city
town
of any size.
Yeah, well, we can send one person, ride like the wind. You know, we can warn the.
Yeah.
But
Darrett, I'll do it.
British
I'll ride to Calaman. I have no problem doing that. So Darrett has volunteered himself. If that ends up being the plan, he will 100%, you know, any way that he can feel like he's the savior of the day, he'll do it.
When he gets out of sight, we stab his prisoner in the back. No, I'm kidding.
Because the other thing is that if we did hide, you know, everybody just, we run the risk of, you know, do we think this army's gonna just burn it any town they cross through to the ground, or are they just interested in getting where they're going and they're gonna just go through without incident, right? Because they might not have to evacuate.
Cudgel cuts in here and she says, "Well, what if we send out like a parlay? We try and parlay with the leaders of their army, and maybe we could just ask them, hey, you know, we notice you're in the area, just curious what you're up to, or you know, you can figure out the politics of it, but do you think that might also be an option?"
That's a great option.
Everybody loves ice cream.
What is happening?
Parfait.
Perfect.
Okay, Sven, thank you.
Well,
I think some of the women and children are going to need supervision.
Boobo's got that.
Hey, Messy, how you
agree.
doing? Welcome to the show.
Well, either way, we've got to come to a decision of sorts. This is the mayor speaking, and we've got to get an action and plan and notify as many people in town as possible and get things rolling. So, shall we?
Well, how
maybe
many-
put it to a vote?
How many people do we have to evacuate if that's the case?
About 100. We haven't gotten a full body count from the other night, and there's several people still being treated for their wounds that did not die. And we lost about 65 people at the Battle of High Hill reenactment. Our population last census last summer was 502, and that was after dear Dolly passed away.
What's your birth rate?
We get about 6 or 10 births a year, give or take.
So you're still in the positive.
We would hope so. She just
You're
looked
above.
so uncomfortable.
You're above the world population increase. I vote evacuate. Nobody raises his hand.
All right, all for
Yeah.
evacuation.
I think
Say
evacuating.
aye.
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 All right, that's a lot.
Leave all the fish to me.
All for attempting to just hide. Say aye.
Oh, it's an option? Let's go hide. Yeah.
And all for attempting to communicate with this army via parley. Say aye. Well then, the evacuation has it. So, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I abandoned my
Let's,
own idea.
Why
What?
do we get a vote?
What?
Why do we get a vote? It
Well,
seems
y'all
weird.
have been indispensable since you've
I don't know.
arrived. And also, that's the way this adventure is written, so
This is kinda what
If you need,
kind of
we
a
can help with the birth
segue
rate. Just
into
saying.
why we get the vote is kind of. It's fun. It's just
the mayor's
Yeah.
like, well, I don't know. I just had a thought in the back of my head. It just appeared there randomly. No. Yeah, you guys have proven yourselves to be, effective people. Bubo helped, orchestrate a lot of the victim retrieval and things. You guys have been indispensable since you've arrived, and the villagers really like you. So you're
There you
stuck
go.
now.
with nobody volunteers to help secure the city's coffers.
Of course you do.
Oh, wow.
Make sure they travel safely upriver.
For a
Well,
small
we need a
tax.
plan of action now. How are we going to orchestrate evacuating all 400 something people we've got around here? And
To the boat!
to the boats.
To the boat!
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all want to run around with your heads like your heads are cut off, that's on you, I suppose.
Call a village meeting. Get at least the village leaders and towns. If there's any guards or any other leaders other than you as the mayor, call a meeting in the town, the center of town, wherever that is, and have everybody go out and warn their
That's a
areas,
good
their
idea.
families.
We can ring
we
the
have
bell. There's a bell in the town square that we ring for
Ooh, ooh.
bad things. Go ahead.
I want to ring the bell. I want to
You
ring
wanna,
the bell.
all right. Why don't you we'll head on down there and here in just a moment. And as soon as she says that, the doors to the Brass Crab burst open, and you guys see this 15-year-old kid running in, and he's huffing and trying to catch his breath. Mayor, there's somebody at the gate. There's somebody at the gate, at the river gate. They want to talk to you.
Forced parlay.
And so Mayor Raven's like, well, y'all come with me. And
Yeah.
she's already running out to go to the gate, hoping that
I
you
go
guys
with
will
her.
follow.
I go with because she's friendly.
All right. So you guys follow this sprightly little kid out to the river gate. Sorry, I know I kind of cut somebody off. Somebody was going to say something, but
Well, just
What has
say
happened to
something
the
smart,
prisoner?
Alec. Maybe we should put a sign up. Evacuation in process. We're busy.
What has happened to the prisoner?
Darrett and Becklin stay at the Brass Crab. Cudgel comes with you guys. So Cudgel, the mayor, and then the party. You guys
guess
are traveling.
Darrett,
to the gate.
I thought Darrett was taking off to go to Calamahan.
He was
Callahan.
he was volunteering to do so. He hadn't been told to do so yet. So
River Gate. It's
bear with
black.
me a moment.
Stand by.
Please stand by.
Stand by. Loading.
I'll just sit here.
Her computer's got to push to all of our computers, and then all of our computers got to say, "Okay, we got it."
Okay, got it.
Yeah, got it.
Sorry, you guys.
There's seagulls.
Sorry
in
about
here,
what?
getting all over everything.
Sorry about the fact that some of us are injured. What the fuck?
What
We didn't get a long rest.
is- I don't understand what's going on.
You're the DM.
Your
Well,
wishes.
we never
granted.
rested after we brought the guy back, and so we're
Nope.
still injured from that first fight.
Right. Would that have been at least an hour that we were with the mayor, or not would it have been like 5 minutes real time like we did?
Yeah, you guys were there for quite a while, so we could do a short rest.
Well, Diablo Bob has
What?
redeemed... Diablo Bob has
Still the
redeemed
same
a
day,
long
guys.
rest. So we all
Well,
get a
then-
long...
Hey, I have 4 wounds here. Okay, that's like really important.
Cheater in the chat.
Okay, I am.
Sorry.
That was some good leftover soup we had in the Krusty Krab.
Whoa, that was good times. Long rest.
there a
Mark is
way-
complete. You too in the chat can buy
Next
many
meal's at the
things.
chum bucket.
Is it a plankton burger?
Yep.
I don't understand why these aren't becoming visible on the map.
I don't know.
Because they're behind the gate.
Oh, is that why?
We can't see them.
I can open the gate.
Were they not placed on the map?
They are. Oh, now it's going.
Yeah.
That's
There we
my
go.
computer.
Well, because I
Yeah,
opened
we
the
can
gate.
see them if
Yeah.
they.
Holy shit. We like to
Okay.
be friendly. Hello.
The
Oh,
mayor's
okay.
here with you. I just don't feel like moving her token. It's like so much work to do NPCs, but she's here with you. Oh, fuck it. I'll do it. Okay, the mayor and Cudgel came. I should have put them in the combat tracker. Whatever, I'll fix it later.
If they
I'll
got like
do
4 to
them.
6 hit points, it ain't gonna matter. So it doesn't.
They'll die first.
Okay, so there's this guy riding on a horse, and he's like at the gate, and he beckons the mayor forward, and she very cautiously approaches him, and he like hands her a scroll. Is anybody kind of looking at him really closely or anything like that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Yes.
right, go ahead. If you are, go ahead and make either a perception check or investigation check, your choice.
Yeah.
All right, man, Tomani, you're so good at spotting stuff. So we'll say Tomani, Izzy, and Strings. You guys all see he's wearing the exact same insignia of the people that you fought up on the hill where you spotted the army. Let me share that again with you guys if you forgot.
Oh.
Somebody's like, that's an onyx pinky ring he's got on. It's onyx.
It looks like this. That is the insignia this guy is wearing.
Very
Mhm.
pointy.
It's like dragon teeth, dragon claws. It's like multicolored dragons. It's the cult of the dragon.
It's a ninja star.
You like
So
Tiamat, the Queen of Dragons?
Five-headed
it's
dragon
multi-
queen.
It's metallic. Not metallic.
yeah, so the guy on the horse, he's wearing like black and red scale mail. He's on a war horse that is armored, a fully armored war horse, and hands the parchment to the mayor. The mayor unfurls it and like reads out loud immediately. People of Vogler, by the orders of Belephion, the voice of Takesis, you will quarter the soldiers of the invincible Red Dragon army this night? Refuse and die? This is the Dragon Queen's will.
This is the way.
And she like rolls it back up, and she's just standing there, like dumbfounded.
Tell them check-ins at dark.
So, how many
It's
soldiers are we talking about?
down.
Do we know?
You can. So I'll give you guys a moment. The mayor has just read this incredulous message delivered to her out loud. You guys all heard what it said, and you have a moment to either directly interact with this person delivering the message, interact with the mayor, whatever you guys want to do. Just let me know.
Hey,
I'll give you guys a moment to think about it.
I'm Googling incredulous.
Huddle
Just
up.
give me a minute.
I think
What
we
it
should
is, Big Mama? My mama didn't raise no dummies. I duck a rap.
What did you say, Drake? Sorry.
I think somebody's like, huddle up. We gotta have a talk here. Huddle up.
Like in real time?
Yeah.
Huddle
Let's
up.
shake the gate a little. We
We
gotta,
only see
we
six
gotta
again.
converse. I think we should tell them that check-in's not till like 8. That gives us more time for.
Check-in is until 8.
Late check-in.
Would you say, Sven? Sorry,
We
I
only
didn't
see
hear it.
6 of them.
One more time.
We only see 6 of them.
Correct. Well, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6 in the immediate vicinity,
Guys,
and only one
Guys.
on a horse.
toe money. I got something for you. So,
Not a dead fish again.
if we have to quarter them, why can't we just like charge them a silver apiece? Like it doesn't say we can't charge them. Just hey, you have a quarter.
Well, I
Give us
mean, they're
quarter,
they're
you go.
threatening us.
What do you think the response of the army is going to be to any
Here's your money?
resistance?
It's not.
Resist and die was the message.
Yep. the message does say resist and die.
No, it says refuse.
Armies
Well,
don't tend to
think we
be
could-
nice when they're forcing you to accept them to take quarter.
So I think we should offer them credit then, right? That maybe it's a silver, but we'll give them credit, and if they do a good job, then we give it back to them if they don't tear the place down.
At the very least, if we do let them in and don't die, we can at least try to find out what exactly they're trying to do and why they're here.
That's a good point. Who was it
So you're
last time
suggesting that we
played
stay?
that made sorry, real quick. Somebody last week made I think a religion or a history check and knows a smidge about who Takesis is. Who was that? It was Gorvidal.
Yeah.
So
Minos.
if you want, now would maybe be a good time to share with the party a bit about, your character knows a smidge about Takesis, whereas the rest of the party maybe has never heard of her before.
Well,
So if you wanted to roll
Minos.
any of that.
Minos knows a little bit about dragons.
Mhm.
And Takesis being the basically the evil queen of all evil dragons. Not a very nice person, basically.
The mayor's like, dragons? Dragons aren't real.
Yeah, they are.
How dare you?
I don't believe it.
Well, I'd suggest we hurry up with the evacuation, and since we know they're going to be coming in here anyway, let's go ahead and poison all the food. Let everybody evacuate, poison all the food, and let the army come in.
So the mayor looks at you and she's like, so you want me to tell him, like, they can just come on in when they need to?
Later on tonight, yeah.
Okay.
Give
All
give
right.
us some time to get the evacuation. That's what
Yeah,
I think.
now
Get the
we
people
gotta
out.
go, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're short on time at this point.
All right. So she kind of takes a deep breath and straightens herself up, and she turns around to go back and hand the letter back to this guy. And you guys can see, like, she's putting on a very brave face, because how she's been previously. She's just racked with just trying to keep everybody safe, and she, as you have seen, she is a mayor who really cares about her town. So she puts on her brave face and she goes back to this guy, hands him the scroll back, and she kind of like does like a little, a courteous sort of like head nod to the guy on the horse. What time can we expect your army to be occupying our fine town? She says quite loud enough for you guys to hear her back there. And the guy on his mount is like, we'll be back 2 hours after the sunset, which is probably like 8 p.m. this time of year. And then they turn around and they just trot off. They head back the way they came for. So the mayor
These
comes
are
back to you.
the same draconians we've been fighting all along, correct? They look like dragons, people.
No, these are humans.
All the ones you see here are humans, but they are wearing all the same symbols. And the draconians you guys did fight last time also had this insignia on, so you can comfortably assume that they're all part of the same army at the very least. Well, the mayor turns around. I guess we got some evacuating to do and food poisoning. We best get to it.
Oh,
We're done.
I don't remember the food
Yeah, but-
poisoning part. That's a good idea.
That was my
Somebody
idea.
starts
Yeah, that's a good idea.
shoving-
Poison all the food as we leave, and then let
Totally.
them come in and eat it.
Totally.
He starts shoving
They
food
happen to have
into
a
his
barrel
bags
of poison
before you guys
just
poison it.
around.
What's that?
Do they happen to have a barrel of poison just laying around that we can
Well, I
use?
mean, we've got poison that we use to get all the rats off the boats. So, I mean, that's about the best that we've got is rat poison. But we've probably got about, I don't know, 30 barrels of it, give or take.
Perfect.
The look of shock on your face. You don't understand. They have like 7 pretty large fishing vessels, and then they've got a lot of smaller fishing. Like this town prides themselves on their fishing, and that's like their major export. So they've got boats, and boats commonly have problems with rats. So
Not enough cats. So
yep.
poison it is.
Yep. So they've got a lot of poison on hand, rat poison on hand, which, you know, is pretty toxic to people. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, plan of action. What would each of you sort of be doing to assist in this evacuation and food poisoning? And we'll go one person at a time just so nobody's talking over each other. So, Bubo, what do you think you'll be partaking in?
Bubo's proficient with herbalism and knowledge of that, so he'd probably want to coordinate the poisoning and making sure it's distributed to the major food sources.
All right.
As people are evacuated out of the buildings.
All right. So I'm gonna after I ask each of you, I'm gonna have you guys make rolls, and then we'll just sort of describe what happens afterwards. So will you go ahead and make me a medicine check? And
Absolutely.
that should be good enough for now, actually. So then
Okay. Oh, crud.
that's all right. Okay. Bob, what will Bob be doing as part of this evacuation, getting people on the boats, heading upriver, like all that kind of stuff?
Well, Bob, being a previous sailor, will basically be trying to coordinate the 2-hour tour or 3-hour tour upriver. You know, trying to like discuss like routes and stuff. You know, best islands to, you know, veer near in case there's any issues.
Okay.
Why can't I see this the otter with a little sailor hat on? It just like a perfect.
That would be
little
so
image.
cute. Is I forget, do you have proficiency with like navigator's tools or water vehicles or something
Yes.
along those lines? Will you make me a check with whichever proficiency you
I will
have?
use my inspiration.
Okay. All right, go
advantage.
ahead. And then we'll come back to the results of all these checks. So just to keep things moving along, what will Izzy be doing during this evacuation time?
So he's going to coordinate the systematic organization of the evacuation, setting up, you know, like boarding your flight in groups. You know what I mean? Like
Okay,
we're going to do it by
okay.
last name, and he'll use this probably as a survival skill, I guess would be the closest thing that he would do that.
Sounds great. So you're kind of, you know, maybe doing some herding, maybe doing some door knocking,
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. Okay,
exactly.
okay. All right, go ahead and make me that check, and then
Okay.
we'll come back to that.
I will also use my inspiration for that.
Sounds great. Strings. What is Strings doing for these few hours?
So there are always
He's like the
holdouts.
orchestra on the Titanic.
So there are always holdouts, and so Strings is going to go through and be using his persuasion to talk to them and tell them the army's going to be there. And if
Love
they
it.
don't leave, that's fine. You can stay, but realize there are going to be soldiers in your house staying
I
there.
love it.
People are going to be dying, and so they're going to be angry in the morning. So use my persuasion to try to get people to realize the gravity of the
Perfect.
situation.
Sounds great. Go ahead and make me that check. I love that. And then we'll go. Ooh, I saw that nat 20. Nice. Toe Money. What will Toe Money be doing as part of this evacuation?
So Tomani is down on the docks, and he is helping coordinate with Izzy on the herding of cats on the boats. But Tomani is making sure that people aren't bringing undue items on board the vessel.
Oh, I like it.
Right?
I like it. That's good. That's a
Yeah,
necessary thing that needs to happen for sure.
Yeah, and
You see this
he's also
lady, like,
using his
dragging
sleight of
4
hand,
trunks,
making
yeah.
sure that he gets the good things in his pocket.
Okay,
So-
all right. Go ahead and make me that sleight of hand check then, and we'll see if we can get you some knickknacks and stuff.
It's like, oh, you don't need to take this bag here. This bag's a little heavy for you. Let me help you onto the dock there. I'll hand it down to you just a sec. Oh, did I drop it? Oh my, look at that. Here you
Yeah,
go.
I
Here
like
it
it.
is.
That's great. And last but most certainly not least, what will Minos be doing for this evacuation?
Minos will be going through checking houses to make sure everybody is getting out also. That there is no stragglers or anybody trying to hide in or anything like that.
Okay, so maybe you've kind of teamed up with Strings on this. Do you want to use persuasion, or how do you think you'll be going about this?
More than likely, he would actually more be not so much try and persuade them, but more like threatening them to make sure that they go.
Okay, go ahead and make me an intimidation check for that one then. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so
Roy
going
from
back.
Ted Lasso, get in the wagon.
He's got
Right.
like 10 kids crying. "Ah!" He failed his intimidation.
I love it. Okay, so Bubo, you while you're helping with all this food poisoning, you go around. They have a couple grain stores and a couple of like depots where they keep a lot of like food where they give food to the restaurants and that sort of stuff. You managed to drop a couple barrels while you're helping with this, but you guys do manage to do a marginally decent job
Inconceivable, he
on
keeps saying. Inconceivable, he keeps saying. I don't-
it's successful, but maybe not as successful as it probably could have been. But you guys are like good enough, and you guys will be some of the last people to get back to the evacuation down at the wharfs and things like that. So, and Bob, you help a lot of the sailors chart a nice course. You guys are headed to Calaman. You're helping sort of load up some of the ships. You're helping these, make sure the ships are balanced, not too heavy, not too many people on these ships. You're doing like all this stuff with the wharf master or wharfinger, sorry. And
Tour directors that way. Tour directors that way.
yeah, you've been invaluable to him. He like claps you on the back and he says, if we make it out of this, I am buying you a nice dinner, whatever you want. I'll buy it for you in Calaman. And he like claps you on the back, and he's just so thankful for your help.
Sweet.
Izzy, you rolled really well.
I did.
well. Remind me, sorry, what?
I was doing organization.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you were down at the wharf too, as well, right?
Well, rounding people up and
Rounding
moving
people
them
up. Okay,
in
okay. Gotcha.
so that it wasn't mass panic, right?
Okay, yeah. So you end up like helping a lot of the families. You actually run into the lady. I don't know if you guys remember, but Strings tried to buy a puppy off of this lady. You guys' first day in town, and she's carrying like two of her prized dogs, and she's got some of her dogs following behind her. And she's just so grateful that you help her that she says, "Hey, I want you to tell your friend when we get to Calaman, he can have one of these puppies for free, okay?" And yeah, you rolled really well, and the people seem to have like really taken to you, and they're all just happy to move along with you, and you seem to have acquired Strings a puppy, so
Oh, good eats.
jackpot. All right, Strings, and I think, yeah, Strings. Okay.
Jack.
And Minos, that's right. You guys were going around. You were trying to persuade people. Minos was trying to intimidate people. Strings, you get a lot of stragglers going. You managed to convince even like this stubborn old dude who's like, "I've been here my whole life, and I got all my grandbabies here," and he's like, "I don't want to go," whatever. You managed to convince him that like his granddaughter's down waiting for him on the boats. Come on, man, you got to get going. So he grabs his little walker and he puts his coat on and his hat on. He's like, "Well, damn it, if I ain't going out in a gut of glory, I ain't going out." And he just begins shuffling on down. And you managed to convince quite a lot of stubborn folks up the same alley as this guy, and they are all happy to go get on the boats.
Nice.
Minos, however, you make a poor little kid cry. Just you terrify him, and
Yeah.
you just say the wrong thing at the wrong time, and this little kid is just blubbering, and his mom comes by and she like yoinks him away from you, like, "You get away from him right now." And they just begin heading on down to the docks, and everybody's kind of like avoiding you, and you end up not really being very helpful at all, and most people are kind of just like, "Don't look at him, don't look at him," and they're just like walking away from you.
Works as long as they're going towards the dock. I don't care.
Yeah.
Way to go, Minos.
And Tomani, while you're down at the docks, you do manage to swipe a few bags here and there. A lot of people are trying to bring like really useless shit, like family photos and extra clothes and things like that of that nature. But however, you do manage to pry this lady from this bag that just looks ridiculous, stuffed to the brim of like random things. And I would like you to please roll on a table
Hydrate.
as soon as I give it to you.
Rolling.
Well, that's the wrong table. So not that one.
Not
I
that
didn't
one.
see a
This
table.
one. There you go.
That one.
Yeah, go ahead and
I'm
roll.
gonna roll on it.
for me.
Here it goes. I'm rolling. It's a 19.
Random
It's a-
uncomic magic.
It's a 13.
Item.
A
All right.
courtesan's allure.
Oh, everybody
Nice.
loves the courtesan's
Find
allure
that
from
for
the
you.
Vault of Magic, which I can't see.
Bear with me one moment.
Tomani says, "Excuse me, ma'am. You're only allowed to have one dog per person. You're gonna have to. You can't bring all them dogs here. Here, little boy, quit crying and take one of these puppies."
That is
You just
so
gave
weird.
away
It's
Strings
not-
puppy. Well,
Hey, do you still have that table open? Oh, there it is. Never mind, I found it. Okay, so it's a small vial, and when you like maybe you like uncork it a little bit after you've gotten this like bag of random stuff, and you see this one vial in there, label. It's got like a nice label on it, says Courtesan's Allure, and you like uncork it a little, maybe take a little sniff at it. It smells fucking amazing. You're like, this is the best thing I've ever smelled in my life. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop that in the party sheet for you. And you can it is labeled, so you know what it does. Like the little label kind of tells you a bit about what this little thing is.
damn it. I didn't get to read it all. Oh, well.
It's a perfume. It smells nice.
It does smell real nice. It actually has a pretty
Oh.
useful effect. So that's one of the good things that you managed to acquire. And we'll say you also scraped up like 8 silver pieces if you want to add those manually to your money pool. That is what you managed to swipe for yourself. Useful things. Everybody else was trying to bring on garbage and junk and sentimental things and, normal things that people would try to escape town with. Okay, so I need to find what happens next. So bear with me one moment, you guys. I am so ill prepared. I'm sorry.
What up, Gwydion? Hello, motherfucker. Gwydion, what's up, everybody?
Why didn't it add him?
Do what now?
It did. Never mind. I don't know how to be a player.
Okay. Also, Becklin meets you guys down on the docks as like one of the like maybe 5th to last boats is loading up. And like it's almost sunset now too, so like time like is of the essence. And the last boats are kind of being loaded up, and several have already been like launched and are on their way. So you guys have successfully evacuated more than half of the village at this point, probably like 3/4 to maybe like 80%. And Becklin meets you guys down at the docks, and she's carrying this like gigantic box. It's huge. And she looks to you guys, she's like, I just got back from the keep. And this was entrusted to me by our friend Ispin Greenshield, which is thankfully how I've met all of you, even in his passing. May he rest in peace. And she kind of gingerly hands this box to whoever is closest to her to grab it. And she says, well, he did leave it with me, but I think y'all should have this. I think y'all need this. You're gonna need this, and this is the only way I have to thank you for helping me so much. So which of you guys grabs the box from her?
Probably Drake.
We're gonna.
How
Sorry.
big is it?
Tell Money will.
It's big.
He's like, oh, let me help you with that. He reaches up.
All right.
He's pretty stout, 14 strength, so he's not like.
All right, it's a pretty hefty box. And she's like, go ahead, open it. So she like encourages you to open it.
How Money hesitates for just a second, then he
Gotta build that
Maybe open
anticipation.
Curiosity gets the better of him.
All right.
Tell Money
So,
says, I always say a prayer to Shinari.
that makes sense. I can see that. So you open this box, and inside is Ispin's green shield. You'll all recognize it instantly, having seen Ispin with his very lucky shield, the thing that gave him his last name. And he's told you all many stories about it. He says it's magical. And there it is. It's beautiful. She's obviously taken care of it since he passed away. She recently had it polished. It's absolutely stunningly gorgeous. And she has entrusted it to you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop that in the party
And
sheet.
this is my trusty servant, Patsy.
I think we can get between 2,500 and 5,000 gold for this thing.
It says it's worth 10 gold.
He's like your guys' dear friend.
Jackpot.
But it is a +1 shield, so
If he was such a dear friend, he knows rogues can't use shields.
indeed, but
Clerics
got
do?
other party
Does anybody
members.
else?
Clerics do. Barbarians might.
I
Bards
can
might.
use one on occasion.
Probably the cleric, right?
I'll be happy to
Yeah.
take it if no one else is.
Well, the green will kind of just meld in with the other.
Yeah, Vubo's
Phlegm.
green anyway.
Phlegm.
It's a beautiful green shield.
It's magical green.
Now you look
Magically
like Kermit the
delicious.
Frog. Even his icon is green, right?
It's
I
not
know.
easy being
Yeah.
green.
Crazy
Everything's
how
green.
that worked out. All right.
Like you planned it. That's awesome.
So, you guys succeeded so well. you have evacuated the town before the bad things happened. So well done. Everyone may advance to 4th level.
What? I was only kidding. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different ways that could have gone. Like you guys could have done the, Hyde and Vogler thing, and there, could have been other encounters that would have happened if you had done that. But you guys role played so well, and you evacuated the town before anything bad happened. So good job. I think you all should pat yourselves on the back for that one.
Okay.
So we'll level up, and then maybe after level up, it's a bit early, but we could probably take a break just so I can prep the next things, if that's okay.
How did you do hit points?
She did standard.
Oh yeah, it should just however Fantasy Grounds handles them. I think you get like the standard when you level up.
Per level, we can take a feat.
Yeah, you get half your hit die rounded up, plus your con.
I had to jump around in the reference manual a lot because it's like, well, if the players do this, this is what happens, and then like 2 pages later, if the players do this, this is what happens, and I'm just like back and forth. Oh fuck, I don't know. Woo wee.
And then of course you got to deal with the things that if the players don't do, if they do something that's not even covered.
Yep. That was great though, because yeah, I prepped all of the other things that happened too. But you guys successfully doing the evacuation made things really easy on my end. So thanks for that.
Thanks.
So just to make sure, you allow feats and such, right?
Yep. Yeah, you guys can take a feat instead of the Aussie if you want. That is entirely up to you.
I took a 2 int Aussie.
Have both. You can't have both.
You can't have both.
Well, you can take a feat that gives you an ability scoring.
That's true. But usually they're only up 1 plus.
Yeah, and
Yep.
anybody.
Yep.
I rarely have characters that have odd ability scores, but sometimes. So I took an int 2 Aussie.
Nice.
And it's 18 now. And then I'm also going to look at some new spells. What's up? I got 7 spells now. Nobody panic. But not Fireball. God damn it.
Are you gonna just roll a dice to see which one you catch?
No. I'm going to look at the spells. I'm going to look at them and see. First of all, source.
I'm a random spellcaster. It's not even wild. You're just a random.
Yeah. What's Izzy casting? He doesn't know. Just look away. Wizard. All right, level 2. What is there?
I'm trying to decide if I should do a different accent for when you guys make it to Calaman. I don't really have a lot of accents in my wheelhouse, though.
Do them. Do a different one. We love them all. Ooh, I don't know. Invisibility seems good.
The goblin one is my favorite. You're thinking kobolds. I see the kobolds. Get the sticks and all that. I remember. There's a clip of that on Twitch. We know Workday. I remember that too. Oh, good times, good times.
All right, let's look at number 1.
So, Rob, whenever you're done leveling up, I think because you're a spellcaster, you gotta pick spells and things of that nature or whatever. When you're done leveling up, if you just want to go to break, then we'll take 10 break, and then we'll come back. Sound good? I know the break's a little early, but...
Oh, okay, yeah, we can do that. I'll be done leveling in 31 minutes. I'm just kidding.
It's fine. I'm using this time to prep the next.
Right.
I
got you.
Don't judge me.
It's a good. Don't judge me. It's a good idea. Ooh, Grease.
Is Bubo gonna take the poisoner's feat? Is it?
No, Bubo is actually taking the healer's feat.
I was looking
And
at that one too.
He's
That's a
going to
handy
pick
one.
up some healer's kits as soon as he has an opportunity to.
I took Magic Missile because what kind of wizard doesn't have Magic Missile? Oh my god, I should have took that before. Okay. Prepare. So I can prepare 7 spells. I will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, so I'll take healer feet out. I'm down to alert and lucky for no money.
Not mobile? Get the hell out.
No.
Hit and go. Hit and run.
He's
Hit
not-
and run.
He's not Bob.
He's a big, goofy doof guy. He's not very mobile. I don't perceive him.
I was debating on taking Great Weapon Master.
Do it. Isn't that the one that gives you the extra die?
No. It basically, if I do a crit hit, if I do a critical hit, or if I reduce a creature to 0 hit points with 1 hit, I can get another bonus attack.
Oh, right. You get another attack. That's right.
Or I can take a -5 penalty to my hit, and then I can do a +10 to my damage.
Right. Yeah, that's a great feat for fighters, for melee guys. Okay. I will set the break for 10 minutes starting now. Boom. 10 minutes.
I could take it.
All right, if you're watching the show, we are going to take a break for 10 minutes. I'll put the slides on for you to look at. Where's the counter? Where is it? Why isn't it working? Here we go. I pushed the wrong button is what happened. Join us on Fridays for Keys from the Golden Vault. That is a kind of a heisty, go and rob people kind of a thing. Alternate Saturdays, today and then 2 weeks from today and so on, will be the Dragonlance show with DM Robin, of course, what you're watching now. Alternate Saturdays that is not Dragonlance will be Divine Contention with DM Drake. And then join us tomorrow and every Sunday for All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show. We always give away at least one prize, sometimes multiple prizes on that show, and plus you get to learn stuff. And then alternate Wednesdays is Gloomhaven on Steam. We play that. Furied Fate, Havoc, and Robin and I play that on Wednesdays, alternate Wednesdays. So good. 9 minutes left on the break. I think I'm going to go get... Well, I have a full glass of water. You know what? I might not need to go get anything. I kind of maybe want a Fig Newton. That sounds good. I think I have at least 2 Fig Newtons left. Serving size 2. They're the size of a postage stamp. I think a serving size is a sleeve. It's a full sleeve, not 2 cookies. I don't know why they say that. All right, I'll be back.
Make sure you clear the adjustment on your main tab.
Yeah. So barbarians get
Yep.
12 plus 3. So I should have 15 plus it's half hit die plus on bonus per level, right?
All right, we're back from break.
What?
When going up a level, it's half to hit die plus con bonus, right?
It's
Half rounded up, yeah.
half rounded up. So barbarian is 12 at first level, 7 for every level afterward, and then your con bonus, of course, for everyone.
Okay.
Sorry, it's not half rounded
7.
up. It's half plus 1. So like if you're a 6-sided, you get 4, and then plus your con.
Okay, so I get
12
7
plus 21, 33 plus con times 4, con bonus times 4.
Yeah, and remember at first level you get all your hit dice for the whole thing.
But you should be at 45.
Okay, so this got the right ones then.
All right, all right, all right.
All right.
Is everybody done leveling up?
Yeah.
You sound so defeated.
Well, I was gonna do a feat, then I'm like, too much of a work to do the feat that I was.
I was gonna do a feat, and then I'm like, nah, let me just take the ASI.
Yeah,
I looked through the feats.
I
I pulled out 4.
You gotta
and
look
then
through
I just,
75 feats and figure out which one you want.
I just closed them all, and I took the ability score improvement too.
I was gonna do the martial. I was gonna do the martial adept, and I'm looking at all the feats that I have to choose fighting styles. And I'm like, fuck it.
All right. So, welcome back. The party is down at the wharf, and the boats are very slim now. All that's left are some like personal-sized fishing craft, and about say like 40 villagers remaining, needing to be boarded and sorted, and all that. I assumed that all of you would be staying till the very end, and all that. The sun has set, and it's probably about an hour and a half after sunset. So time is a ticking. So you guys are sort of helping get these last people sorted out on these last few boats. The mayor is with you. Becklin is gone. Cudgel is gone. A lot of the other major NPCs, for lack of a better term, that you guys have met, they're all gone other than the mayor. She's here helping you guys sort of organize the last hurrah here. All right. It's dark outside, and yeah, you guys are just sort of helping these last few people onto the boats. It takes some time, getting these people on the boats, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But somebody did a count, and you think that everybody should be able to get on a boat. There's just barely enough boats. It's going to be a tight squeeze on some of these crafts. And yeah. So with that being said, so you guys are like out on the docks helping these people on the boats. And you guys can hear somebody kind of running from town. You can hear them kind of shouting, "They're here! They're here! They're coming in the gates!"
What? They're early. Like fucking bitches.
This person is like booking it back to the wharf to you guys. Like it's some young kid, somebody paid him to kind of like go scout around town, make sure all the stragglers had been gotten. And etc. So this kid is running back now. They're here, they're coming in the gate now. We gotta go. So everything is turning into a scramble. You guys are scrambling people on. Kids are crying. It's like absolute chaos. And then can I have actually all of you please make me a perception check? I know I could have did requested rolls, but I'm lazy, so.
Lazy.
It should just be roll initiative roll because that's really what I use it for 99.9% of the time.
All right. Okay, so all of you except Bob. Bob, you're like really focused on getting these people on the boats. This kid is crying like right in front of you, and you
saw me.
don't. You're like,
Same kid.
yeah,
just took
you're
his
just
puppy
focused on
away.
your one particular task, so you don't notice this. But all of the rest of you, you guys hear, and it sounds really far away, but you hear this like weird, kind of like flapping sound.
Oh no, it's a dragon.
And then a few moments later, you hear this flapping sound and this roar. And then a few moments later, you smell smoke.
Oh, is this going to be some Game of Thrones shit where they burn the town?
And then you see it.
Oh, no.
There is a massive red dragon swooping over Vogler, blasting fire everywhere.
Oh my god. It's a good thing
And the
we got
town, most of the buildings being made out of wood, a couple of them have stone foundations. You guys just see everything go up in blazes. Right in front of you, this dragon makes a couple of loops around the town, blowing all this fire everywhere, and you can hear the soldiers. You can hear the beat of their feet just trampling through this town. You think thousands, in the thousands of soldiers, and they've got these like big machine looking things with them, also blowing out fire, and they're directing these machines on all of the buildings. They are burning everything as they come through. So I'm going to share with this.
Well, good luck sleeping in those beds, bitches.
We were supposed to be boarding them.
Yeah.
Just arbitrarily burning everything.
Well,
Right.
You have no idea what happened down at the gate when they came into the city and the city was empty. So
hopefully they all stopped for a bite to eat.
You would think they would wait till the morning to burn everything down. Where are they going to sleep tonight?
Hey, look, you guys decided not to engage with the army and talk to them, so that's on you.
Did they? Does the dragon have a rider?
What was your check? Your check was 12. You can't tell. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't tell if there's a rider. All you see is the underbelly of this dragon as it's kind of like circling around, blowing fire. And then, like, after a few minutes, maybe like 10 minutes or so, it actually like goes out of sight. Like, you don't know where it landed. You don't know where it flew off to. But you guys can see this like army kind of like what you can see. You see the city is like going up in smoke, like this dragon hit everything, and then the soldiers are pushing around these like weird looking machine things that like blow fire out of them. So like right now you see smoke rising up everywhere. In fact, things are right in your guys' vicinity have caught on fire from this dragon flying overhead. And these some of the soldiers, these dragon army soldiers, are beginning to rush the wharf. And you guys are like scrambling, getting the last few people on the boats. And there is exactly one boat remaining for you to board, and for the last few stragglers. So let's get this going.
On it.
And if everyone, I can do this. Initiative. We'll just get that going.
Oh man, he rolls a 1. Where's the alert when he needed it? At least he got another plus on his initiative too because of his dex.
So, actually, we'll say there's probably 2 boats left, actually, because when the dragon was burning its fire everywhere, a couple people around the wharf unfortunately didn't make it, which is all the dead bodies everywhere. So
that's a shame.
yeah, there's probably 2 boats left.
he sees the 4 people burn up in a pile of ash. He's like, no line, no waiting, right over here.
And this is the machine that they're using to catch things on fire.
Ooh.
Nasty.
Okay, so we're
They
gonna go
even
in
made it look
initiative
like a
order.
dragon.
Your guys' options obviously are, if you want, you can get on the boat and flee, or you can stand and fight these things if you so choose. But they are advancing towards you. Okay.
Flee.
So up first
I mean, says the weak wizard.
is this guy, and he's going to dash 30 feet. 10 to get there. 20 to get there. Actually, that's a building, so he'd be there. Oh wait, that's not a dash. He's gonna dash. He's got 30 more feet. That's 25, 30. Okay, so he makes it pretty close to strings, but he has no action because he dashed. Okay. This one will do the same dash.
Are we gonna fight?
They're gonna try and kill you, of course.
I don't think they're going to give us much of a choice.
The boiler drag. How does this thing work? To make sure I understand how this thing works. Sorry.
Oh, I would have done.
Somebody
I
has
would
to
have
move.
put on mage armor as my standard.
Okay, it is a wagon. All right. Well, this boiler drag does nothing. Okay. This draconian is going to move the boiler drag. So he uses 10 feet to approach it, and then it's half his remaining to move it. So if he was dashing, he'd have 50 left, and half of that is 25. So he's going to push it 25 feet.
Math.
He goes with it. Okay, so he pushed it 25 feet forward, which brings us to Izzy.
Okay.
So you see all of these guys like coming towards you guys, and you've just loaded up like the last of the actual civilians. So it's just you guys and the mayor to get on the last 2 like little tiny boats. They can hold, we'll say, 4 people.
Okay. So I am, in order to confuse everyone. Well,
sorry, real quick. This is important. We'll say it's just these 2 boats that are in the north. Those are the 2 remaining boats. The other boats aren't here. Okay.
They're on fire and sinking.
Yes. Sorry. Carry on. I just want to make sure you guys were clear.
Okay. Do I think that it's a hazard to swim? Like, in other words, if I don't want to run down the dock, can I jump in and swim over to the other side?
You most certainly can jump in and swim.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Mirror Image.
Okay.
And
So now we can't tell which one's actually
no, but
drowning.
you guys know me. You guys know which one is me. And then I'm going to jump in the water, and I'm assuming go half my speed, right? Since I don't have a swimming speed. Okay,
I
so
did a campaign that had a lot of underwater combat, so this is actually something I'm familiar with.
All right, so I'll do that.
There's some
Like,
rules.
yeah, like a lot of weapons have disadvantage when you're using them in the water, and yeah, it's all kinds.
The
of
only
crazy.
ones that don't are pokies. No
Mhm.
pokies.
Yeah, like you can use a crossbow underwater. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, because
That makes sense.
it's
only short range.
They did it in James Bond. Remember?
All right, Minos.
All right. Minos is going to move over here.
All right.
As he's moving, he's going to do his little bonus action rage. And he's going to attack this guy. And he's going to yell. He's going to yell basically at Strings and Boo Boo to tell them to get over to the boats while he holds these guys off.
Get to the boats, man.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Get down.
Okay,
Nice.
this one explodes when it dies.
Oh, beautiful.
So you get to make a con save, which I think will go automatically. Which you failed.
He rolled a 1. Yeah, so I let him re-roll again with my bountiful luck.
All right, we'll roll that again.
Bountiful luck. It's another one. Oh.
Unfortunately, you
And
still,
you still
failed.
Yeah, at least it wasn't another one though.
So you are restrained, and when your turn ends, it's going to make you make that save again, and then depending on that, something will happen. Is that all for you?
Something will happen.
Yep.
Don't I have to roll as well?
Oh, it didn't make you do the save. What the fuck?
Because he's just a nudge
Oh, it's
over.
a save.
Oh, it's the
Oh,
start of
should
your
be,
next turn. Okay. I see.
shouldn't it be save on?
At the end of your next turn. Whatever. We'll figure it out.
Save
The
end.
save doesn't happen until the next
It's
turn.
save
Yeah.
end.
Well, that's to make the effect end. But
Mhm.
he just
Oh,
needs to make a saving throw at the end of his
I see.
next turn. I think it's save OE is what I should have used. But whatever. It's not a big deal. We'll address when it comes around. Okay. The boiler drac can't do anything on its own. It needs to be operated. So we will pass. String.
I think you missed my question. Did I have to save
sorry.
when he died?
Oh, you are also within 5 feet. Thanks. Wow. You could have totally just let that slide. I think because I didn't position him well. You did succeed, so nothing happens to you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Has the ticked off pushy jaunt? He ran up as well, correct? But
Yes.
forgiving morose chuckle did not, correct?
No, they haven't gone yet.
Inspiration card.
What? Inspiration card? What do you mean?
Oh,
I'm just checking the
inspiration
range
card
on
for
his
Diablo
90.
Bob.
Need your inspiration card?
Oh, for
For
strings.
strings.
Bought by
For
Diablo Bob.
strings.
I can read. Reading is
By
hard.
Diablo Bob. CITC.
All right, strings. If you have that module
Look
open,
at the
you
chat.
can go ahead and get yourself an inspiration card.
I
Hey, he was honest. I figured, it's worth a
Yeah, I
reward.
like it. It is.
don't think I do, but I'm going to.
Okay. Sorry.
Cast. I'm going to play a little tune on my drum, and forgiving morose chuckle. Does have to save. Okay. What? Found the save is
Oh,
wrong.
you know what? I see. Actually, I don't think you can see him from where you are. Sorry, there's some buildings in your way.
Line of
worked.
sight.
Did
Now
I
we
get
have
it
line
on?
of sight.
Okay. Sorry.
There we go. Okay.
Sorry.
And
That's my bad. I didn't have the line of sight turned on.
right, so I'm just going to run. Gonna hop over the edge there, hop over the edge here, and go 25 feet. And then am I able to nimbly parkour into the little boat there?
Sure. Yep.
Okay.
No check
I'll run to the
necessary.
back.
It's not that big of a jump.
Gonna move to the back and sort of watch, have my rapier and have my hand crossbow out as I'm watching, seeing what's going on.
Okay. I can't wait to burn these boats. I'm sorry, what? Okay, this guy is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, he's gonna use 30 feet of movement to get to the boiler drac. and then dash and push it, which would be at half of his dash, so he can push it 15 feet. So he pushes it to there. Bob the Otta Guy.
Bob the Otta Guy.
Bob the Otta Guy. Well, he is directing like everybody to get on the boats and like pointing at tow money to like lift Izzy out of the water and get him in the boat. Bob the Otta Guy is going to move forward to here to try to give some people a little bit of time to get on board or whatever. Let's see. So Minno's down there. So he is Bob the Otta Guy is going to go ahead and let's go ahead and chromatic orb the drake.
Okay.
Boiler drake. I will use.
That's the machine they're using to burn stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will go ahead and use cold, I guess.
All right.
Or no, I'll just use lightning. So, casting.
That is a hit.
Yay!
You did it.
Yay! It's
Look,
the construct.
I peed in your pool.
I'm heating your pool. What is happening?
Hey, that's your new personal best.
Score. Anyway,
what a hit.
And then I will also then, for fun, I will spend a sorcery point for distance spell and shocking. Wait, no, hold on. That is an action. I cannot do that right now. So, yep. That's all I'm going to do.
Alrighty.
Hi.
Too many.
Somebody's gonna use his action to take Izzy and goes ooh, whip whip.
You gonna carry him? I like it.
I'm just gonna like sling him into the boat. Like,
Okay.
Chuck him.
I like it.
Like
All right.
How
then
how's
I'm
like
your
a fish.
strength score?
I accept.
14.
14. Okay. How much does Izzy weigh? He's pretty scrawny, right?
Yeah, Izzy weighs. I will tell you exactly how much he weighs. 160.
Oh yeah, you got that. No check needed.
Is that with the 300 pounds of gear he's carrying?
No, he's only got like.
He's a wizard. He's got a spell book and like.
I have 33
paper.
pounds of gear.
Yeah.
And I weigh 160 and I'm 6'2". So he's very skinny.
This. Yeah, you got this. Is that all you're doing, Tomony?
No, as a movement, he's gonna get on the boat.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, he's gonna start turning this thing around as a dash. He's
okay. All right. So
ready. He's ready.
We better hope a fireball doesn't hit that other boat.
Okay. All right. So you guys are.
Nose.
You're beginning to turn it around and exit. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, and he yells out to Bob the Otta Guy. He's like, "Load up!" Gives him the help action.
I like it.
Away.
Okay.
All right, and Minos is
standing there dazed.
He's
standing there.
restrained. He's not petrified, but if you look at him closely, you do see that sort of same like skin change beginning to happen, but he's not petrified yet.
I'd like to move, grab him, and use my dash action. So how far can I get with him?
With him, it's half your speed. Like
Half.
if you're dragging or pushing something, it's like
So I've used
difficult for you.
20 and I've got 40 left. So with half my speed, I can move another 20.
Yep. So you go ahead and position yourself, and then he would be, right there. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay.
Get on the other dinghy. I'll
Minos,
pilot
he
it.
like grabs you around your waist and just like starts yoinking you backwards.
All
Grab him by the
200
horns.
pounds.
I
300
imagine you're
pounds for
willing
me.
to go with him, because if you're not willing, then we need to make like
I don't
contested
have
checks.
much choice. I can't do anything.
I got you. Okay. All right, this guy is gonna dash through.
The question becomes: is can he move 303 pounds?
I've got a 15 strength. Yeah, I can move you. I can lift, push, or drag 450. So
Okay.
you're all right.
He can drag you.
40 left.
No.
And I got 30 left. 30 gets him there. We had a lot of obstacles to move around. And no ranged attacks. Man, these guys kind of suck, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, well that's all his turn. Well, he used his action to dash anyway, so...
All right. I'm getting another initiative. Are we doing it again?
Apparently.
Apparently?
Well, it usually rolls it automatically, so
Yeah.
it prompted us to roll.
Oh yeah, I turned that on. I thought I would try it.
Oh, you turned on the prompt? Okay, that's
Yeah, where you
fine.
guys get to roll it, you click
Yeah.
the button. If you don't like it, we can turn it off.
I made the mistake of turning it on, so I had to click for every NPC in the combat tracker.
Yeah, I don't like that, which is what I'm doing right now.
You can turn it off. We're lazy.
We're
Rolling
Yeah,
initiative.
we're
I've become
fine not rolling. We're fine
as
not rolling.
a Fantasy Grounds player, I've become very accustomed to rolling once at the beginning and being satisfied with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're playing at the kitchen table, unless you're using that, you keep the same initiative. You only roll once anyway.
That's what your prom date complained about.
Well, you're not using that wrong. You're not using it right.
Okay.
I like having to roll, but the DM I can see is way labor intensive.
It's tedious, yeah. Okay, so up first is Bob.
Bob the
Otta guy is going to tell Poobo, okay, quick, get back in the boat. Or get in the boat, hurry.
I'm last, so.
Yeah.
Initiative.
So Bob is going to go and jump in the boat and get it ready.
Take Minos.
I can't. I'm weak. So I'll jump in the boat, kind of like start unmooring it, blow the mighty ship horn, and we will go ahead. Sorry, I gotta have fun. And then I will go ahead and trying to give them some more time. Pop another chromatic orb at Forgiving Morose Chuckle, who apparently is laughing at us. Light coming your way, bitch. Yep. And there we go.
Nice job. So money. You are in possession of this boat's oars.
Full, right?
Yep. I mean, you could squeeze another person on, but we'll say you guys got
money's
the
out of here.
mayor's gone. She got on the last boat you guys sent out before the dragon came, so it's just the 6 of you and 2 boats. Okay, so you're rowing.
How fast can I row?
That's a good question. I actually don't know the answer.
I rode that fast.
So yeah, we'll say you're okay. All right,
My whole turn.
We don't need to do all that.
And a bonus action, row some more.
I'm gonna try and grab all 3 of you. Whoops. I forget how to do this.
All 3 of us could just move.
I will consent to the grab.
Consent to the grab.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you guys make it, I don't know, something like that. Oh wait. Okie dokie.
Somebody's gonna make an athletics check to row hard. Yeah.
Sorry, say that again.
He's making an athletics check to row hard.
Okay.
There. To the left. He doesn't pull something anyway.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I'll let you guys get a little smidge further.
I've practiced getting away in a rowboat before. I'm pretty good at it.
There you go. Strings.
Okay, so that changes what I was going to do then.
Look, he's heave-hoeing and heave-hoeing. Getting you guys out of here.
I think it'll still help. So, drop the hand crossbow, pull out the loot. It's just a zap to the left, or a zap to the right. Let's vortex warp again. Let's vortex warp again.
I love Rocky Horror.
And he has to make a...
Yes, it is.
I love Rocky Horror so much. It's like one of my favorite musicals.
It's the only musical I'll watch.
Nice.
Awesome. So he fails. So
Blues Brothers, come on.
He's going to disappear.
I didn't make him for you.
One of us. One of us.
And he's going to reappear right in this square here.
Okay. Attractively baggy figure.
Guy pushing the boiler track.
Boiler track, yep.
Gotcha.
He's going to bink, disappear, and then reappear. Here is the spell if you don't trust the little halfling.
No, I believe you. You're good. Thank you for sharing it, though. I do like to read them.
It's an interesting little spell.
I like
Is
it.
this the first time
It's a
that
good
thing's
one.
ever actually succeeded?
It's the first time I've ever cast it. So yes.
It's beautiful.
And 45.
Okay. It
All
is.
right, and then I will I already passed the turn. Never mind.
Could have put him in the
No.
water.
Was there something you wanted to add on, Sven?
I was just going to do a bardic inspiration, but
Oh,
I
go ahead.
forgot.
That's fine. It's fine. Go ahead. I hadn't started the NPC's turn, so you're good. I'm a nice DM when I want to be. Until I'm ready to TPK. I'm just kidding.
TPK?
I did.
All right, so I'm
add
going
a
to
lot. Well, yeah, later.
call out to, hey Minos, you're the meathead in this fight. Here's your inspiration. And I'll give him a bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
So
All
hopefully
right.
you can make it save.
The one you just teleported is very unhappy, and he's gonna dash. He's like roaring.
Does he catch fire?
Yeah. Does he
No, he's gonna
keep pushing the
nimbly
non-existent
avoid
cart
this
and
fire.
trip and fall and die into the water.
So 20 there, and then we're dashing. We got 40 left. Oh god. Okay, I gotta do it this way. That's 20. 40. But he's got no action. So that'll be it for him. It's still not tree.
All right. I don't know if I have the range. Let me see. I think I might. Oh, yes. I'm going to do
You're
a
targeting
little...
me. Hey,
I
get your
am?
That was
target off-
intentional.
Get your target off me, man.
Get your target off me.
Get your target
Izzy,
off
would
me,
you-
man.
Would you get your image off of me? There's too many images in this boat. I can't row straight.
Get your fucking target off
Get
me,
the images to help row.
man. All right.
Only you
So,
could.
I'm going to do a little Toll the Dead on that guy, just to see if we can...
You like popsicles?
He
Fuck.
succeeded.
No, I don't want any popsicles. I do like them, though. All right, well, that was my thing.
All right. This one is gonna. Let's see. How far can 30 get him?
It's a plum popsicle.
That's 30.
Tastes like a
Man.
prune, maybe? Yeah.
Really wish they had ranged attacks.
Like, damn it, we should have bought at least 2 javelins.
Could have thought of that before you burned down the town.
He's gonna
You could have picked up a
dash.
few.
Yeah, I should have thought of that, but I'm not that smart. And I was haphazardly putting some of this together at the last minute. It's fine. I was without a computer for 2 days. Thank you very much. Okay. Is this?
Did you try a biscuit from the Krusty Krab? They're tasty.
Okay. This guy's gonna move back and push the boiler drag.
Freaking cheese.
That's 25. So he's got, if he dashes, 35, and half of that is, fuck it, we'll just round down. That's 15. That's not very far. But this boiler drac, I think, is in range to burn you guys.
Everybody's wondering why Toe Money's all the way out there on the boat. See?
No, we knew why.
I can get 2 of you, but it's gonna also catch this guy in the front on fire. But let's go. Okay.
Didn't he use his action to dash?
Oh fuck! You're right. God damn it.
God damn it.
Never mind. I was gonna have fun for once, and now I can't. That's fine. Next round. Okay, this guy's gonna dash to push this thing 30 feet. So you guys have plenty of time to escape.
So,
Now, before you advance, is my save at the beginning or it's at the end of my turn, right?
End of your turn.
Okay.
This thing needs to be operated. So, Minos. Technically, that's at the end. So you're still restrained.
Okay.
But that's
well,
it. Just restrained.
I can still attack, even though I'm restrained.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just have disadvantage. It will automatically.
You'll have to give it to
apply.
yourself manually because it did remove your restrained effect. Because I coded it wrong. I'm stupid.
Well, that's fine. I was gonna remove the disadvantage anyways by doing a reckless attack.
Oh, fair enough. Nice.
On there. And we are going to do this. Crap, I shouldn't have done that.
That's all right. What is
drop the 8.
8 plus 6 is
14.
Which is still a hit. So you're good.
Still a hit?
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Ouch.
You squish into him. He's like bleeding profusely.
All right. And then as a bonus action, he's going to get a horn. Or
Ooh,
2.
I like it. Nice. Ooh, not
Ooh, what
20.
a crit. You get a horn, I get a horn, honey, honey.
Oh wait, that was the saving throw. So.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
You got all
because it's a save.
excited.
It's a save.
Nat
It's
20
not-
sucks.
You got all horny. You got all horny.
Well,
He's
you
still
killed
back.
him.
Well, you killed him.
So
Babe.
that one explodes.
I'm going to use
You'll go
inspiration.
down to the
Isn't he already affected by the thing?
Minos?
Yeah, he's
no, because
restrained
once
from
his
the-
turn ends, he's not.
This turn hasn't ended yet.
That's true.
Yeah, but this is a new one too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't
double
know. It doesn't
restrained.
really say like.
Normally you don't stack the same effect.
Yeah, so it is the same effect, but he's actually going to explode and affect his buddy, so we're going to do that.
Perfect.
Juicy.
And yeah, we'll pass on you because technically you're still under the effect of the last one until your turn ends. His buddy saved, so we're good.
All right. And then I will end my turn.
Okay, and then the skin growths go away just like instantly. Your skin like patches itself up almost magically. It's crazy.
All right.
Bubo.
Go.
All right. Well, Bubo's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna pull Minos. Minos will probably. I don't think Minos gets a attack of opportunity on him because it's forced movement. No.
I
want to grab Minos and drag him to the boat, and using
He's
my
dragging
dash
me to the
action.
boat.
Yeah, so he's not using his own movement of
Movement.
his. Yeah. So the guy will not get an attack of opportunity. You're correct.
So we would be out there on the boat like that.
Yeah.
So why were we talking about him getting a save at the end of his turn?
Because I had
It went
He was
away at
under
the end of his
effect
turn?
of the last Draconian's death explosion thing.
But you said it went away at the end of his turn anyway.
At the end of Minos' turn, yes.
So he doesn't need a save.
It's done.
He already made the save. The save happened when his turn started because I coded the effect wrong.
Okay.
He like got a dirty 20, so he was good. I think it was a dirty 20.
Gravita, you can take your reckless attack off too.
Alright, this thing.
It was supposed to have taken off on its own.
Well,
No, reckless attack stays on until
it lasts for a full round.
the
Yeah,
end of
because
his turn.
they have an advantage on me when they attack me. That's why it stays on.
Right.
right.
Bubo just sucks at initiative. I swear.
Bubo just sucks.
Yeah, well.
Totally.
I'm only kidding.
Oh, by the way, boat number 2. Who is oaring? Who has the oars for the second
Give
boat?
that to Minos.
Minos, got it. Okay. So
Wait a
tell me
minute.
you have the oars for your boat. Okay. So you guys are. We'll consider you fled and no longer part of this encounter. Okay.
Boo.
Something is wrong with Bubo's initiative. He rolled a 14 and he's listed in there as a 2.
What?
You have an effect on you that says init 1.
Yeah, it gives me a bonus of +1 to initiative.
And make your initiative 1. That's what it is.
Okay, I'll when we end.
Is that how I have been at the end of the combat tracker every round?
This guy's dead. Strings.
I don't see Bubo's 14.
I do.
Roll up. It's in the middle of the Draconians.
Ooh, and
I rolled a
effect.
13 plus 1,
Oh, yeah,
14.
I see it.
Yep,
But
and
it
then
set
and
me
then
as a
different-
2.
and then further down under DM Robbins, Boo Boo init effects +1 D20 +1 1 2.
Right, that's what I see.
Well, Tomani rolled a 3 and he's got a +5. It gives him an 8. But in
Wait.
the combat tracker,
I
have a
think
20.
Robin is re-rolling ours. Because you're
No.
re-rolling for all of them?
Yeah,
I'm just
it is.
rolling the monster.
Because it looks like you re-rolled my init.
Yeah, because
Well, how
Minos says they got a knit under your icon, Robin, of 22, but then mine further
Oh.
down has mine as a 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how. So I looked in the settings for requested roles, which I think is what's causing this.
But I think isn't there a roll NPCs, roll party, roll all, or something like that? There's different things.
Allow
Rolling
Yeah.
it each round.
Robin, rolled strings, and Minos and Bubo's
Okay, hang on. These settings, god damn it,
toe money.
they're turned off, which is why I don't understand why we're being prompted for these. But I'm
Do you
gonna
have
screenshot
rolls being staged?
it. I think that's on. Here, there's that. So those have been off like this whole time. Put it in Discord. So do I need to turn rolls staged off?
Well, I'm wondering if this.
These aren't saves. This is initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. There's no other setting in requested roles for anything else.
With
You
these
have
settings, it's
effective initiative.
I do.
Go to that one. I can't see they have that one hidden. I can't see what you currently have it set
Okay.
to.
So there's just one option. It says leverage requested roles. I don't
Yeah,
know.
turn that off.
Off? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think I turned it on because I thought that was like what the extension did. I don't know. You guys, I should research more. Okay. My bad.
No, you're good.
No, my bad. Okay. This guy's pushing the boiler drac. He's gonna come. I mean, you know, he's got a long way to go. He can push it 30 if he dashes.
Did Toe Money and Strings go this round?
Did strings?
Somebody did.
Yeah,
They're
so I
on the other
shot.
boat.
they're on their boat and they're gone.
Right. Got it.
Okay, so this one, I gotta fix square. Okay, that's how far he pushes it dashing. This guy,
He
well, he's gonna
fired
come to the
right in
dock.
this direction.
Whoops. So that's 5. Yes. He's gonna smack somebody. Finally, guys, I get to do something. He's gonna take a swing at you, Bob.
Peter Paw.
Okay.
Bumble.
Oh my god.
Shield.
Oh
Ah.
god. Son of a bitch.
Woo.
Alright. That ends his turn. Oh wait, hang on. He might have a multi-attack. I forgot. Yeah, he's
We're all
got
gonna-
one more attack. One more attack.
He's the
You guys, I
last of
haven't
that
gotten
shit.
to do anything.
Roll.
Okay, I didn't even get to breathe fire on you. It's fine. Okay, well, fuck me.
Fuck me.
He falls in the water.
All right, Bob. This guy
Roll
tried
with
to
that
swing
and
at
we
you
roll.
Their
twice.
boat.
He's more than 30 feet away from me, so I can't let him reroll. Sorry.
Oh, because you guys are gone.
So I guess, yeah, I basically want to row away. I'm going to tell them to start rowing, and I'm just going to basically try to take care of this guy.
Okay.
Okay. So first, I'm going to Thunderwave his ass.
Ooh, I like it.
Knock him off the pier. Nice.
Do
Do you have a swim speed?
I do?
Why are you in a boat?
Pull the boat or push it.
Get out and pull.
Giddy up.
Strap a
Because he's
little
Bob,
harness
the
to you.
otter guy. He's the otter guy. He doesn't always want to swim in the water.
So he takes half damage from your thunder wave, and you push him, right? 10 feet.
No push.
No, he succeeded, so
so
he did not get pushed.
Gotcha. Okay. Roger that.
However, I will go ahead and use my bonus action to use my tempestuous magic with that, since it was a leveled spell, and I get to fly 10 feet
All right.
over here without taking attack of opportunity.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Curse splash.
Basically, I go
Wait,
curse splash.
How does that look, though? The otter
Flying
guy.
otter.
Basically, I threw out the thunder wave, and instead of him being pushed back, I basically pushed myself off of him
Ooh,
with
I
the,
like
the
that.
gust of
Did he-
wind. The poof.
That's
Does he
cool.
go? Like a
And
dog.
I have a little, I have a little tiny cape too. I just
Aw,
like
that's great. I love that.
He's got little
Yeah.
costumes, a little sailor hat he puts on every now and then.
Hell yeah, I do. So
Cool.
yeah, I fly back, and then I'll basically try to grab the boat and just help it, like
Okay.
expedite out, since
Okay.
I have a natural swim speed of my entire movement.
Okay, so if you're gonna pull the boat, what's your swim speed? Is it less than your base? Is it like 20 feet or something like that?
It's 25.
25. Okay. I'll let you actually go ahead and pull this boat like 10 feet back.
Sorry, I have a swim speed of 30. I have
30.
a movement of 25.
Gotcha. Oh, your base
You
movement is
swim
25.
better
Okay,
than you.
okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like a
Okay.
penguin.
I'm an
He's like, "Arr, arr, arr, arr."
I'm an otter guy.
I'll let you pull it 15 feet back then. So I'll just move all of you. All right. Okay. So you managed to like get in the water, you're kicking and you're like doing like this, backstroke, but with one arm hooked on the boat, and you pull them back some. Bubo.
I'm gonna row the boat and Dash keep rowing the boat.
I think Minos has
Minos
has
rowing.
oars.
I
Minos
got
is
the
your
18
rower.
strength.
I mean, you can take the oars from him.
Fighting
That's
over the
fine.
oars.
Nah,
Oh,
you
I
can
wanna
have it if you wanna do that.
You can
if
have
he's
it.
gonna be
You
rowing,
can
then
help him.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on this guy with the boiler drac, and
All right. Fire away. I didn't even get to breathe fire on you guys. I'm so
Oh.
sad.
crit.
Nice.
He's dead.
Fuck
Wow.
yeah.
Personal best.
Looking at 34. That's the hard one to top right now.
34.
Wow.
I am sad. All right.
Minos'
so-
personal best is 47.
Yeah, but that wasn't recorded, right? Doesn't count.
No,
so
it's
was it
here.
re-
It's on the
Stats
it's on
was
the
only
stats.
on. Is it okay?
It's on there, yep.
Noctree.
All right, I'm just gonna be. You said I'm out of it, so I'm just riding in the boat.
Yeah, you guys are out. Right,
Yeah.
Minos. Okay, so you
And
have
Minos is-
possession of the oars.
Yep. And we're gonna take the. And we're gonna
Alright.
go over there.
Okay, perfect. Nicely done. Thank you. That's great.
That's super.
That was super. Yes. Okay, so at this point, we'll say you guys have successfully, finally, evacuated Vogler, the town. You were officially the last ones to leave. You guys witnessed a dragon and the army come in and put this place to a blaze. All right. I just need like 1 minute to prep all the next things, so feel free to talk amongst yourselves while you guys are rowing. You are going to never catch up to the other boats. You're going to get to Calaman long after they do because you're in tiny little rowboats. But yeah, have a moment, talk amongst yourselves.
So Bob will, when we're clear of danger, jump in the boat, shake himself off, go to the front, and George Washington the boat and be like, that way.
He's gonna George Washington the boat. I love it.
Tomani's experimenting with Izzy's images with his dagger. He's like, "Is that you? Is that you?" Stabs at Izzy.
There's your actually you guys managed to do this with not that many
Very nice.
villagers remaining, so the scene is not quite correct. But this is you guys' sight leaving Vogler.
Very cool.
in
I like it.
In flames.
in flames, yeah.
Is that how you spell evacuee? I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Evacuees. Yeah.
It doesn't look right, does it?
Well, it doesn't look right, but it's definitely
It is
spelled
right. It just doesn't look right.
Everyone, okay, blah blah blah. All right. Oh, we're moving on to a new chapter.
Level up.
I didn't really prep this far ahead, so just bear with me just a minute, you guys.
Yeah. We didn't kill the messengers at the front of the gate, so
Right, yeah. Yeah, like I had prepped the other encounters, like if you guys had decided to stay in the town, like all that stuff.
Oh, you didn't know we're speed running this entire
Right,
campaign?
yeah. Well, I can never know what options you guys are going to choose, so I just prepped all of the options up to the end, and then that was it. So I just need a moment.
So you're used to murder hobos and you wanted to kill us.
No, actually, the last like couple campaigns I ran have been almost 50-50, like battle RP, you know. I'm kind of used to this. I did have a lot more talkative group though. They were like when I would say, "Hey, take a moment," they would like chitter chatter like a lot.
And not bug the DM who's trying to prep.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, you guys chat amongst yourselves. Just a moment.
Oh, and there is something that did happen too. Part of that scale, when Minos, after that last exploding vase, or whatever the heck they are,
Mm-hmm.
part
The
of
road
Minos's,
apple? What?
yeah, part of Minos's skin did not go back to normal.
Oh. Why is that?
Part of his path.
Oh.
If it lasts for longer than 4 hours, you should seek the cleric.
Oh, not quite. No, this is more part of his path that he took.
I've got a
okay.
poultice for you.
Well,
Somebody's still poking at Izzy's mirror images going, I can tell which one's you.
Poke
What?
the ugly one in the middle.
I never got
So
got my
Money,
images.
how much of these poor refugees fleeing for their lives, how much of their stuff did you steal?
Well, everything I could.
It's not like they're going to use it, right?
Yeah, there's 6 people in our boat, by the way. But 3 of them are fake.
Somebody's like, oh, I got some perfume. It's pretty nice smelling perfume.
Well, they left behind all the junk
Would
they
you like me
didn't want.
to tell you what it does?
Yes, tell us.
Yeah, Tomani, I'll let you take a look at it.
All right, so I'll spend 10 minutes as I'm strumming a little tune. My mage hand is strumming a beat, and you see him drawing little circles, and I'm fondling the potion all the time. Lick it. And I'll do a cast identify on it as a ritual.
And here, I'll put it back in the party sheet if you want to see it.
You're just sharing is carrying it.
Oh, I could have done that, yeah. There, player. Here, everybody can see it now.
And I'll hand it back.
okay. Well, we're
So-
just gonna have to wing some stuff.
We can. So if you spread it between all 5 of us, we'll get a +1 charisma for an hour.
Everybody takes like one little sip of it.
Well, it's for external use only. I will tell you
Oh.
that.
right. My bad. Everybody takes a little whiff of it.
It's like the old joke. Like, oh, the hieroglyphics. What does it say?
Isn't the
External
shield
use
that's
only.
in the party sheet the one that
Does-
Bubo has?
And does it mean it
No,
takes
that's the one I
Oh, that's the one
exchanged.
you had. Oh.
That's a mundane
His
shield.
boring shield.
We use that
He's
to row.
rocking that green shield.
And
Have
it
you
takes
sold-
12 seconds to put it on for each of us?
Yeah.
Since it says it takes a minute to apply?
That's right. It only takes a few seconds each.
All
I got liquid courage.
Okay,
Got a
so
mister.
you guys spend practically all night rowing. I imagine maybe you take some shifts so that your
Yeah.
current rowers don't get too tired.
Tomani gives up after about 10 minutes.
Springs, can you give us some
Are we
music while
going
we're
up-
rowing?
Are we going upstream or downstream?
You guys are going upstream, unfortunately.
So when you guys wake up after strings,
It's
after
rough.
strings turn at rowing, you're actually 20 feet
Downstream.
downstream from where we started 2 hours ago. For my 8 strength.
Row, row, row your boat.
Until Money's got the boat tilted like this. Just don't shift
What
in
is-
your sleep.
Tomani's like Jack sitting in the damn rowboat. He's just massive.
You got all the weak ones on one boat.
Tomani weighs 240 pounds. 6'10".
So for our boat, I'm going
weigh
to try
50.
to use my knowledge of watercraft and such to be able to, like, hopefully avoid the harder currents and such, so that way we can make good time. eventually the others will catch up.
Yeah, so you guys have a rough night of it. It's tiring, it's exhausting. And
Actually, I think we probably would have just rowed over to the other side of the shore, then ditched the boats and walked the rest of the way.
walk the rest of the way. That's up to you guys if that's what you want to do. Do you guys stop and try to sleep, or do you travel either via boat or foot the whole night? Is what I need to know.
I would say it'd be easier probably to go across the river to the other shore and then hook it on the shore.
I'm fine either way. I vote for travel through the night. With an army nearby that's proven aggressive, I want to get as much distance as I can.
And the shore
Somebody's like-
travel would be faster.
We can also look for loot that's fallen off from the people ahead of us. I mean, stragglers.
I would, or Bob the Otta guy would probably recommend that we travel via the river all night, because it's unlikely that we could be surprise attacked by any of the army members that had already crossed the river, or the red dragon. We can see any
water. We could dive under.
We don't
if a
leave
red
tracks
dragon
on the
comes.
water.
Yeah. It's much easier to just make ground in the dark and try to, we can kind of moor the two rowboats together, so that way everybody's kind of helping each other progress down the river.
Okay.
Go
Go ahead, Drake.
Up. I was just saying up.
Oh, up.
the river.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So if there are, no more input, then I assume you guys stay on the boats and travel all night, which unfortunately will give you all one level of exhaustion.
So one last
for now.
comment. Is there a reason we're going to Calamar with the rest of these refugees? We can just hightail it the opposite direction and go to the one that starts with an L.
It's the image at the top of the chapter 2.
He wants to go with the one near the one that
Continent
starts with the
Events
letter
Ainsland.
L, and I believe it's pronounced level up.
Here it is. Yeah, Liget, or even Mailcoth. We can just ride sleep in a boat while it takes us downstream, and go to Mailgoth.
How big are these
What?
hexes?
25
That
feet.
could be.
It's correct. So if you go, that's 50.
So is it just the strain of like going upstream that
100
gave us
feet,
the exhaustion?
100
It's
miles.
50 miles.
not getting any
100,
sleep.
150.
So it'll be about 200 miles.
Yeah. So that's
But it's downstream, and
24. Yeah.
we don't have to worry about the overcrowding in Calaman. But that's also probably going to screw the team.
But
So do we see the railroad tracks pointing us toward Calaman?
you do have a puppy waiting for you in Calaman.
I
I
don't know
forgot
this.
to tell him.
Priorities, man.
I have no idea this is going on.
I mean, I
Somebody-
imagine Izzy would tell you
I
while
can
you guys
find
are
a
on the
mount.
boats.
I can probably find
might
the
have
mountain
forgot.
Mailcoth, so it's fine.
I might have forgot.
Helmani wants to go the closest place to find out what the hell's going on. Like where he
Oh,
would
I
get
see what you're
news.
saying, Bob. Okay. Real quick, just interception, because there was a long rest redeemed earlier. You guys could actually make it through the night without taking this exhaustion. So I'm gonna
Nice.
take that off because you had rested, air quote, recently.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Air quotes.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, cheating's perfectly
Plus,
fine.
Strings is
Tell-
definitely going to be sleeping. 'Cause I can't row anyway, so-
Helmani thinks he should have the exhaustion on him.
You're tired.
He wants
He's
to
the only one
earn the
rowing.
exhaustion. He wants to earn it.
Although Boobo has 15, so he could probably row,
Just-
but no way I can
Yeah.
row.
I'll say you guys
Oh.
make it through the night. You take shifts.
Tomani has
taking
strings
night
and
naps.
Izzy in his. He's There's no way they're rowing his fat ass.
Well, we can swap boats.
Yeah.
After we get a little ways away.
Don't forget, there's 4 of me.
Make an acrobatics check to fall out of the boat.
While we're traversing, I'll talk
many
about
jabs at you to fix you.
So
Bob will try to entertain the other people while they're rowing with stories of his previous tours that he gave. Be like, once there was this professor, and there's this chick named Mary Ann, and we were just going on this tour.
Love it.
And the skipper too.
About the puppy that was promised to him.
You mean snacky cakes?
I never told him.
Do you tell him while you guys are boating and talking
when we're
about
when we're 100 miles away? I'm like, oh yeah, there's a puppy.
Well, I imagine you guys leave the vicinity, and then I assume you guys have this conversation about well, do we go to Calaman or do we go to somewhere else? That might be a good time to tell Strings that there's a puppy waiting for him in Calaman, but I just need to know where you guys are going.
Somebody doesn't want to tell him that he gave the puppy to the crying kid.
Hey guys, I got a free meal in Callahan. That's where I want to go.
Free meal.
Free meal.
That's right.
The guy offered him a free meal for helping him out.
I think Calaman
that's
would
right.
be closer anyways.
Yeah, let's go there.
There's 100 people ahead of us that we're trying to help get there.
Look, I don't want you guys to feel locked in or pressured. If you want to go somewhere else, I can work around that.
Where does the adventure say we're supposed to go, Robin?
The adventure assumes that we would go to Calaman, where all the refugees went, because you're supposed to be invested in their safety.
Right, and
but,
we got offered a meal, we got offered a puppy, we got offered all these incentives to go to go there. All right, so let's go.
I'm just saying, there's no reason, there's nothing taking us there.
But I'm not so incompetent that I can't work around you guys, wanting to have some side adventures. That's
right.
fine.
We will follow the railroad tracks too.
Yes.
Look, I didn't write this. Wizards of the Coast is.
Just to be clear, Robin hasn't prepped any direction, so it doesn't matter.
So I prepped up to the end of you guys evacuating, and then that was it, because I had no computer since yesterday. My computer was restored, but for 2 days I had no computer, which were the 2 days I'd normally spend prepping for D&D. So my prep time was very short. I'm sorry. But it's just,
Plus, we're so awesome we blew through that whole thing.
The whole time you're thinking.
No, it's good.
I mean, also, yeah, you guys didn't stay in town and try and spy on the army and all these other things that you could have done that there were encounters for. But it's fine. I loved the way you guys handled it, for the record. So stay off.
We were like that episode of Next Generation where Data plays Sherlock Holmes and they start the thing and he rips the guy's jacket and goes, aha, and he solves the whole thing in 3 seconds.
Yes, exactly.
He didn't go through any of this stuff.
Okay, so it's dawn. It's about dawn when you guys make it to, you can see Calaman kind of cresting in front of you. So I did advance the calendar. It is now the 11th. Lost my thing. Okay. So Calaman is a walled city, and you can see it in the distance. And it actually has a really big bay that opens up. The river opens up into a bay at where Calaman is. If you resort to the other map, the region map I showed you, you'll see what I'm talking about. And there are 2 big beacon towers out on the docks, the wharf area. So even though it's dark, you guys could see these beacons of the city as you were traveling up the river. Okay, and yeah, you can see they've a lot of the boats from Vogler, you guys can tell them by some of their sails and some of their painting on the side that these were the Vogler ships. They are docked. You can see a whole bunch of haphazard tents have been pitched in the wharf area. And it looks like this is where they've been housing or dealing with these refugees as they've been coming in. Everything seems to have been like jumbled together very quickly as all of these people came into Calaman. They haven't like moved them into, you know, structures yet or anything like that. They've just set up some shitty haphazard tents, and like that's where these people have been for the last few hours, as you guys are like literally the last ones to come in.
Ice
bunch
has
of
wandered around on the
FEMA
dock.
trailers.
Ice, they're all there.
So
Somebody
as you
yelling
guys,
about, come see the violence inherent in the system.
so as you guys come up, you can see some Calaman like their guards or their city guards or whatever are like on the docks. They're like waving you towards them. Are you from Vogler? They're shouting at you across the water. Come dock this way, come this way. So they're trying to like direct you where to go. And can all of you
Somebody
make
yells
me-
out, "We're the final refugees from Vogler."
Okay, and they're like still okay, thank you, and they're like waving you towards them. So
want
when you
to roll?
guys like drift up and they're like reaching down, helping you guys like get out of the boat, they're like, is Lord Baccharis with you? Lord Baccharis? So you guys met his son
What?
at the funeral. If you remember, he was the one making all kinds of snide comments
little
and being
brat.
a dick.
Little
Yes,
jackass.
brat. So he's asking, that's Lord Baccharis' son. So this guy is like asking if you guys have Lord Baccharis with you.
No.
Not unless he's riding under the boat.
Okay. So he like shouts back, he's not here! And then you can hear way off in the distance, you can hear Mayor Vogler just say, damn it, or something like that. They seem to have lost Lord Baccharis along the way. And you can see her like shuffle back off to some of the tents, and she's like talking to other people.
God fucking damn it!
Exactly.
He's a traitor. He's the one who brought the army.
Yeah, so there's no picture for like what the city looks like, just a map of the city. So I'm going to share that with you guys. I wish they would do the cityscape, like the pictures of what the cities look like from like a horizon view or whatever. But there isn't one, unfortunately. But there's a little description of Calaman here for you. So there's statues of Titanic soldiers that line the walls. And there's ancient stone knights staring into the distance, daring invaders to dash themselves against defenses that withstood even the cataclysm. A disorganized neighborhood of tents and ramshackle structures lines the road to the city's nearest gate, where the soldiers in blue and yellow uniforms question all who enter. So yeah, they're just basically, as you guys get off, they're just like asking you questions like, oh, are you sure there's no other people in Vogler? Did you guys get everybody? Like that kind of stuff.
No one that had anything worth of value was left there. I mean, they're all gone.
Left behind a few corpses is all.
The dragon pretty much burned the whole place down.
Okay. They lead you to where the mayor is. So at this point, how do you guys tell the mayor about like the dragon or
Oh
any of
yeah,
that
we tell her the
stuff?
whole
Of course.
the whole
everything.
Jimmy.
How do you guys break that news? I'd love to hear this.
So your town is burned. It's burned.
Yep.
You got fired,
Your
literally.
place is ash.
George burned.
Yeah.
The cabin's burned. Burned to the ground.
Remember all them candles you left next to your bed?
Well, those didn't do anything. It was the dragon that breathed fire. That's what did it.
They're still there. The
Yeah,
candles,
the candles are
everything
okay.
else
They're
did.
probably
It survived.
melted, maybe. You know how they
She's
go.
just like wide-eyed, like listening to you guys all kind of. There was a dragon and everything was on fire, and then making.
But we got everybody out except for whatever 60 people.
Yeah. We poisoned 40 pounds of ham for no damn reason.
Look, it was a good idea.
Maybe the dragon will stop and eat it.
That's true. Good point.
Yeah.
She's like, and y'all didn't happen to see Lord Baccharis or his son at all?
Thankfully, no.
no.
No, Lord Baca was somewhere else.
Baka.
Well, all right.
Japanese for idiot.
She has like a scribe with her, and he's like marking names off of the list. And you guys did see quite a few civilians die from the dragon. So it's possible they just didn't make it. They asked you a few other names, whatever.
I did hear a few people letting out the Wilhelm scream. It sounded like him.
Wow. I have no idea what that is, but thanks.
There you go.
Give Bob a second. He'll play it for you.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so
The accusations, sir. The accusations.
J'accuse. There it is.
So she says, well, later this afternoon, we're going to take a delegation to Castle Calaman, which is in the center of the city, and we're going to talk to them and see about how we can house all these refugees and what if there's obviously an army here. They've got a good city guard and things of that nature that we didn't have back in Vogler. So we're going to talk to the leaders here and, discuss plans going forward. We assume that the army will probably be here soon. If that's what their intentions are of just trying to lay waste to our great nation or whatever they're doing, we've got to talk to the leaders of the city, and I would love if y'all would join me for that here in just a few hours. I imagine you're tired. You look tired.
These walls are not going to do jack.
I am
against the
tired.
dragon.
I could definitely use some pampering by the upper class.
Indeed. I mean, the news of it there being an actual real-life dragon is real hard to swallow. But if all 6 of you say that's what you saw, I just have to take your word for it. Whew, Neely, this is a lot to deal with.
So I'll cast a minor illusion of still picture of the dragon and its breathing fire onto Valtrex. Onto
Well,
the.
ain't that a neat?
I try to grab it and break it over my knee,
Vogler.
but it's an illusion, so I can't do it.
Vogler.
I don't want to see that dragon.
Plus, you're too weak to do it anyway.
Right, I'm. Well, my
I mean,
strength's
it
12.
looks exactly how they look in
lazy.
the storybooks. That
Lazy.
is
Lazy.
just wild. And she's just like blown away by your little show that you put on with the little dragon. But anyways, y'all should take a few hours to yourself, rest a little. There's some food 2 tents over. That's the chef's tent, and there's a couple tables in there, and you can get some food. Unfortunately, it was cooked about 3 hours ago, but I imagine they've found a way to keep it warm. It's just some oats and some fruit. But please do eat your fill. I can't thank you enough. I'm sure there's lots of villagers who are going to want to come and talk to you, so I'll just let them know that that's where they can find you for the time being.
I'd like to visit the city market and pick up some healer's kits.
Okay. We're going to have to put a pin in that one because I haven't made the shops for this city yet, so if you don't mind just waiting until next session
Not a
for
problem.
that.
Not a problem.
I did that for the last town that you guys were. I really didn't think we were gonna get this far tonight. So.
Shopping spree in 2 weeks. Got it.
Yes, yeah. But I will 100% make you guys all the shops and stuff too. So,
do we have money?
Look forward to that. Yeah, I guess.
Is the wharf teamster around?
I got like
I can
7
go and
gold.
get my free food.
Yeah. So that's Mayor saying if you guys go to the food tent. She will let other people know people who wanted to come thank you or owed you things or whatever, they'll find you guys in the food tent. So, if you guys
I'm gonna take a piece of wood and
hungry.
scratch out the I'm gonna scratch out the word tips on it, and then I'm just gonna leave it by my plate.
I was thinking the same thing. Let's get a big box. Tomoney's looking around for a big box.
I mean, you can quite easily find one. Big box. Sure.
Put tips on it. He looks next to his little jug. He's like, "You're asking for small
So you guys
stuff."
are like at the food tent.
Bonk.
You've got this box that says tips on it, and you're just hanging out. You're eating. You've got like oats, cooked oats, like oatmeal, basically. Fruit. They've got like apples and bananas, and that's pretty much it. So you can make some fruit oatmeal, whatever. So you guys are sitting out. There's like a couple tables. You've got your box of tips. Is Strings playing any music?
Bob's going from table to table, doing a little like cute little performancey type thing, like trying to explain, like, "Hey, Bubo is like the savior of all of y'all, and like he is apparently buffet of sensory stuff." And
Please
he
ignore
will
this
be
guy.
on in the tent right over there alone. Well, maybe have several people with him. But
Hugo's
alone.
helping the food servers, dishing out
It's
food.
like, I'm out.
Screw this.
Okay. All right.
No,
So
Strings stopped playing. He played most of the night to help.
He's like an oozing
Motivate somebody.
Casanova from
And so he's not
afar.
okay. Okay. So we'll say over the course of like 45 minutes, you guys get all kinds of people coming to thank you. You know, some people, you know them by name, Mike, John, Susan, you know, whatever. You've spent some time with these people. You've been through some shit with these people. They all come, they shake your hands, they thank you profusely. Some of them are giving you flowers. Some of them are
Tips.
dropping money in your tips box. We'll get to that momentarily. The girls that were super flirty with you back in Vogler, they come and they get in food line while Bubo's serving food, and they're like, "Oh, thank you so much, Bubo. We wouldn't be here without you. And you know, if you get some downtime, we'll be around."
Move along. Move along.
And they look
It's like-
dejected as they leave, and they go to you, Bob, and they're like, he just keeps blowing us
Big
off.
with the furry one.
He's just that big of a stud. He doesn't want to embarrass you around your townsfolk. So you got to really catch him in the dark when he's alone.
Oh, okay, we'll definitely do that. And they like scurry off giggling.
And then Bob will like look at Bubo and go,
The dog breeder, I forgot her name, sorry. She comes around and she's carrying one of those little mastiff puppies, and she's like looking around first until she spots you, Strings, and Izzy. She like tips her head at you, Izzy, and she holds out this puppy, and it's like just this tiny little like 10-week-old mastiff puppy, and she's like, "This is for you, Strings. His name is Savior. I named him for you, for all of you. I'm so thankful you guys did this for us, and you saved us. Please take good care of him." And she just like thrusts this little mastiff puppy at you.
A job and a responsibility is what she's
It's
thrusting.
not been house trained yet.
Holding it
Peas.
at
Throw
arm's
money's
length,
like-
looking at it like it's
Penis
a
hand, penis hand.
alien. He has no idea what to do with this thing. He was hoping to get a mount. Now he has this ridiculous thing
There it
he has to
is!
take care of.
Just wait 2 years.
Looking around.
Never heard somebody
Poor
so
barrel
mad
to
about
drown
this
it in.
puppy.
We all look at Bob, the other guy, and he licks his lips. He's like,
I mean,
Wow.
all right, so I'll just interject here. Sven, if you don't want the responsibility of raising it from a puppy, you can give it back to her. That's up to you. You just let me know.
Strings would not
Alternatively-
be that rude. He would
Alternatively, we can put it on a little red
He would-
dragon outfit
hold it.
and then like show it off, and then like Izzy's gonna grab it and just try to break it over his knee.
I am not down with the anthropomorphization of the animals, even though I don't know how to say the word. I'm not down with it.
you fumbled it pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it. Robin, say it for me.
Anthropomorphication. I can't say it either.
It's a hard one.
Anthropomorphication.
Yeah,
Thank you,
like
Drake.
said.
Thank you for clearing that up for us.
But what I will
Right.
do is later is after
Here's
she
how you
leaves,
pronounce
I'll
it.
go and try to find out
cunt.
how to raise it. I need to get whatever supplies I need for it,
Okay.
any kind of ropes and things.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
So when
stuff
you
I
guys
need
get a
for it.
chance to like make it into the market and all that kind of stuff, I'll definitely ensure that you have a way to like stock up on things, whatever you need. So we'll get that. We'll get to that next time we play. But you do have a Mastiff puppy, so I'll give you the Mastiff stat block. It'll function mostly the same. It's just not fully trained. Sorry, 1 second. And I think you can put this like in your cohorts tab or something.
It just randomly pees in the middle of combat.
Yeah,
Not,
and like
fully trained.
I'll say it has like a -3 on its attack rolls and damage rolls because it's a puppy. But yeah.
Well, the one thing about having a puppy at camp is you're never surprised because you're always awake tending to the damn thing.
Yeah.
Yapping at everything all night long, barking at the trees.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we'll address that. And if you really don't want it, I can just have it run away on you in the middle of the night. That's fine.
So Tomani's got like his tip box set up, and when people come up to talk to him, he's pretty insistent that they put something in the box, right? He's like,
You're gonna end up with a puppy in that box.
I understand that you wanted to talk to how famous we are. I am Tomani the merchant, and he kind of pushes the box forward a little bit.
Okay.
Nice little, maybe that teddy bear would be nice in my box. He's not shy about pointing things.
He'll take
out that he
anything.
wants in the box.
All right. Okay. So, over the course of like the hour or so that you guys are like eating breakfast, talking to all these locals, everybody's thanking you. Everybody's so happy they made it out alive. Thanks.
Thanks.
You managed to get 13 gold pieces, 20 silver pieces, and 18 copper pieces in your tips box from all these people who literally left town with the clothes on their backs, okay, and the money in their pouches,
And a puppy.
and yeah,
Oh,
their
money.
Nice.
most prized possessions. You
Somebody
guys are
kinda
out here
ticked off
swindling
that-
them of their money in addition, but no, they're very grateful. They're so thankful that you guys saved them. So you do make some money. I've just
Now, here's
put
the thing.
party
That
sheet.
money is just for Money and myself, not for anybody else. Because
I've
nobody,
just put this in the party sheets.
nobody,
so-
no, but you gotta deal it out to just us because nobody else said they wanted to be involved with those.
So how do I do that?
Cuba wants
Then
nothing
I
to do
will
with it.
kill Tomani and I can take the money.
You have a puppy, sir.
If we're gonna do it this way.
Exactly.
I
He's
think
gonna walk up to you, say, "Hold this puppy." You'll be like, "Oh, okay. Why am I?" And then he stabs you.
Well, then I
Somebody-
mean, then Sven, I want a sixth of your puppy. Then, I mean, the reason I'm just role playing,
That is
like we
sick.
Okay.
said, we
That is
sat down
sick.
at the table and made tips. You guys did not say that. So normally, of course, it's treasure party split 6 ways. But in this specific instance, we were just collecting tips. I don't know why I'm arguing about 3 gold, but
You wouldn't even get 3 gold.
Tomani's upset that he let 16 gold, 25 silver, and 18 copper get past him on the docks. That's what he's upset about.
Well, there was some
He's like,
money
"Wait,
already
what are
in the
you-
party sheet that hadn't been divvied before, so I've just added these values to that. So that's
Oh,
why there's
alright.
more in the party sheet. But you are correct.
Yeah, just-
there was
hey,
some-
hey, that shield is still in there. Who's Manicure? Weren't you supposed to take
No,
that?
that's Manicuri's old shield.
Oh, that's his
That's my old
okay.
one. My
Oh, got it.
non-magical
That's your
one.
regular.
Yeah.
Sell it.
So am I equally dividing this money amongst all the party?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and then I would like the puppy's right front leg, please. Thank you.
No, you get the anus.
Look,
You
Anus
get
is
him on
fine.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. You gotta
Oh,
get
we
it
don't
right.
we don't hack him up. We just divide him up time wise, like a
Yes, you
like
get
a
him
divorced
Tuesdays and
child.
Thursdays.
Yeah, but Money's gonna kill it the first time he tries to write it.
all right.
Oh
Okay,
my
I'm just
God.
gonna interject.
Money
here
sits on the dog.
because I
I have a
there's something
Cavaliers
I need to say.
saddle, I
This
could-
is the kind of DM I am. If I notice your characters want something, I find ways to give you the things you want. It may
Level
not always
20.
happen the way that you want it, right? He wanted a mount. I'm gonna make him fucking raise it. That's fine, but you're gonna get it. So the more
Hey,
I
Live and
learn
Let Die just
about what you
raided the
guys
channel.
want, the more I can give you. Hey, thanks for the raid.
Welcome,
And now,
welcome, Live and Let Diers.
now
What's up,
Izzy just
Nectarus?
argued for the fact that he wants to share in 1/6 of the responsibility of raising
And
him
that's
too.
fine. We'll figure it out. All right. It's so early, but like I don't have anything. There's nothing I can do without like actually prepping more for you guys.
Oh no, it's
I'm
fine
sorry.
to end it early. No.
I stretched it out as much as I could, but
I
okay,
have to
you
go.
guys are
I have to
in
go
Calaman.
reevaluate
there
our new
any-
socialist ideals here in this game.
Is there any other information about the town that you can give us, like descriptions?
Let's see.
What's their main export?
I do
That's
have
How
to
many
admit
fest
that this
houses
is
are there?
it's
Okay.
a pretty nice map. I like it.
If you are well traveled, if your character is well traveled, go ahead and make me a survival check. If your character is well read, make me a history check. And if you don't give a shit, then don't make a check at all. That's fine. And I'll dole out information based on those checks.
Bob the other guy is well traveled, but he also has a thing about learning religions and such.
Okay.
Could I use religion to
Sure.
kind of like
Yeah.
learn
Yeah.
that culture?
Yeah. Make me that religion check. All right, so here's the problem. Okay, WotC doesn't always give us all the information.
Gotta make that shit up.
Oh, here we go. Okay, there is a little factoid sheet. Okay, my cat just got in the way. Sorry. Okay, so we'll just go. Okay, overall, I'm gonna count this as like a party-wide thing. But if you rolled real well, this is well, fuck it. Bubo.
Chomani just
Mr.
pretends
Bob.
he's well traveled.
Yeah, okay. We'll just say like collectively between those of you who are making these checks, you guys maybe take like 15 minutes and like discuss amongst yourselves what you guys know about Calaman. We'll go with that. And these are the things you all collectively put into this pot of knowledge, okay? So Calaman is the capital city of the entire province known as Nightland, which I will type out for you. So, you guys are in the capital of this province. This province is in the country of Solamnia, okay? So, basically, Nightland is like a state, and you guys are in the state capital, okay? It has been here for a very long time, like longer than most people even know. So, like, a lot of people don't know a lot about pre-cataclysm events, and Calaman has been here since before the cataclysm. It withstood the cataclysm. So there's a lot of like ancient history that is lost and people don't know, but you guys do know that this place has been here for at least like 300 years or whatever, however long the cataclysm was. Okay?
Thousands.
Yeah,
Thousands,
something
I
like
think.
that. I'll look it up later. The ruler of Calaman is a governor. You don't know who the governor is, unfortunately. And then they have a councilship of guild leaders, and that's their government style here. And they do have a significant military force, including a town, like a city guard unit. And their military does like excursions in the general area, and they keep like predators and like wild monsters and things, animals and things like that. They keep them away from the city. So they have like rangers, if you will, that go out and like do preventative measures, stuff like that. Okay. There is a big port. Obviously, that's where you guys are. And other things, you know, the castle is the oldest part of town. It's been here the longest, and it I believe is like up on like a hill kind of. So like there's a hill, castle on top, and the city spreads around that.
Is it a high hill?
It's a high castle.
Indeed. Other things, you know, that there are some really good forges here. One of their main exports is metal, including ingots, and there's also a mint here. They mint coins in this town. So a lot of their exports have to do with metal and smithing and coin minting. And yeah, we'll go with that. That's everything you guys collectively know about Calaman.
What do you think the population is?
That's a good question. I'm gonna ballpark it at like 7,000, maybe 8,000, somewhere in that ballpark.
It's a good sized city.
Mhm. So, with all that being said, I'm really sorry, you guys, but everything after this point needs some significant prepping. I don't want to kind of seat of the pants it, especially because I want to make you guys have like shops available and stuff like that. So, yeah, we're gonna have to call it here.
All
I
right.
tried my best.
It's okay. You did
No,
great.
it's fine.
Good.
Hey,
It's
fine.
always
going
better.
to be-
It's always better to go under than it is to go over because people
Indeed.
get so
You can
confused.
always throw some ogres that attack the gate.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
I could have done that, but
Bar fight. We could always get a bar fight.
Ogres attack.
True.
You get to attack, kill
True.
some ogres.
So I'm going
all
to be
that
looking for
stuff requires battle maps too. So like,
I'm gonna be looking for a druid presence of any kind in the
Okay.
within the city. So
okay, noted.
All right,
Probably
very
hard
good.
to find a druid in the city, but
You never know.
Bob's gonna find the fest houses and spread more rumors about Boobo.
because it's the capital city, and they would have some sort of enclave representative there to help
Yeah.
with farming and with other
Mhm.
land distribution.
And they do have like units of rangers that go out too. So like maybe there's a druid in those units or something. You never know.
Izzy's gonna
Bubos-
pour over his spell books while doing things like this. Excellent.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Mr. Burns style.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Bubo's gonna check out the apothecary and any other.
You're gonna
stuff like
love the area here. I just.
how
read
money's
about
gonna set up his shop? He's gonna be like, trinkets for sale. Trinkets.
You'll be sitting outside of Mulera's oddities.
Okay.
Anthropomorphization.
Thanks,
God
guys.
damn it. All right. Thank you, Robin. Thank you,
it.
players.
You're welcome.
See everybody. Hashtag tomorrow, but in 2 weeks for this game, and half of us tomorrow, maybe, I don't know. All right, that's it, everybody. I'm gonna stop talking now and end it.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.
So if you're watching the show, they're all waving, and they're still waving on camera, and they don't even know they're not on stream. It's so awesome. Thanks for joining us. Here are the programs that you can come see on this channel. Once again, I would like to thank Live and Let's Die, not Live and Let Die, but Live and Let's Die for rating the channel. And if any of you guys are still here, please follow and like and rate and review and subscribe to our podcast. Well, there's no podcast. Anyway, tomorrow is All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show. Come by, ask questions about Fantasy Grounds, win a prize. Our Wednesday show is alternate Wednesdays. We play Gloomhaven on Steam. That's Furied Fate, Havoc, Robin, and myself. Fridays is our Keys from the Golden Vault with DM Joe Numbers. That's a heisty kind of a thing. Alternate Saturdays. One of the Saturdays we do play Dragonlance, which is this show tonight. Shadow of the Dragon Queen. And then the alternate Saturday is Drake DMing us in Divine Contention. And that's all of our shows. So let me remind everybody that if you would like to additionally support the channel, you can. Of course, if you're just here watching and hanging out, that's really all that matters. That's the big thing, is to just hang out and have fun. You don't have to buy anything or do anything. But if you would like to support the channel, there's some things in the Twitch chat I just put in there that you can do. You can type the exclamation point and then the word, and it'll give you the proper URL. For example, you can come to our Discord server where we have over 2,000 people now there, talking about D&D 5e and talking about there's discussion about all the rule sets, but mainly D&D, Fantasy Grounds, VTT, DM's Guild, DM's Fantasy Grounds Forge. That's also our customer service area. So if you buy any of our products, you can come there if you need help. Which ideally you wouldn't need help because everything's perfect. But you can also go to the Forge, DM's Guild. You can go to my Patreon page and support me there for as little as $1. You can cheer bits or sub or resub to the stream. If you do that during a show, you will attack the hype boss, which, as you see on the screen right there, is currently Roachware. Robin 1XP, wee! Thanks for hanging out, chat. Yeah, that's right. She's an awesome DM and a fun person, and I love her. She is also my friend. Anyway, you guys can go to YouTube and subscribe to that. You can check me out on Twitter. My Facebook account, as of January 2nd, is still hacked. I still do not have access to it. Tomorrow is the 3-month mark where I might just decide to make a new one. But it got hacked and I can't get to it, although it is still there. So if you go to the Facebook page, it still shows there, but it hasn't been updated for 3 months. Drake Take is out of bits. Oh no. He gave me his last 13 bits, everybody. Nice. Thank you, Drake. Drake attacked Roachware for 13. He's out of bits. He needs to go to Amazon, buy some more. All right, so that's it, everybody. Enjoy your Saturday night. If you happen to have a Cheerbits, Diablo Bob, Cheerbits. Thank you, Bob. Thank you so much, Bob. If you happen to have Xfinity for your cable provider, wherever it is you live, if you are in the United States, and you're with their rewards program, you can do what I did, which is get a $1 movie. And I watched The Whale last night, and with my full box of Kleenex, it was pretty good. I mean, you know, he won the Academy. It was all the Academy Awards and whatnot, so it was good. The Whale. Bring tissues, everybody. But I think tonight I'm going to go get caught up on whatever I'm not caught up on. All these different shows. And maybe get some foods to eat. And that's what I'll be doing. So good gaming, everyone.